Fake deals behind closed doors, promises broken. Inner income source, hidden agendas run the grand parade. In the circus, choose a masquerade. Believe me, I wouldn't lie. I've been given money, power, and fame to keep you in line. Television screens, bright and loud, sell you dreams, make you proud. Pop the bubble, see the cage you're in. Start the revolution, let the truth begin. Welcome to the chaos.
Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend and that everybody's ready for another stream. I'm still waiting for Daemon, and Steve's coming in a little bit. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about fast fashion to hookup culture and why everybody is done with overconsumption. So let me do my little intro speech. So we got the ideas of the topic today. So like fast fashion is like those clothes you can get from Shein or Zara or like, you know, those places where everything is like cheap, but it feels cheap. It feels like everything is going to like fall apart. You can maybe wear it 1 or 2 times, or you wash it 1 or 2 times and it falls apart, or like you're putting it on and it tears or gets like little holes in it because the fabric is so thin. Like maybe it is cotton, right? It's cotton, so it's a good material, right? But it's so thin, it's transparent, and it doesn't have any shape to the fabric. So you wear it and you look like you're kind of a slob. You look like you're kind of disheveled, not put together, like the clothes is already been through it and needs to be thrown away, not even donated. It needs to be thrown away. No, I'm not talking just about clothes, you guys. It's a metaphor for everything else. Okay, so then we also have the hookup culture where everybody's swiping for dopamine and they're having a hard time building real connections, anything long lasting, because when you're in that space where it's just like, and I know like not everybody can be swiping, not everybody meets the criteria, whatever, to do that. I know a lot of girls that they get nothing on the apps. I know a lot of guys that get nothing on the apps. But for those percentage of people that can still be on the apps, right? They're just swiping, meet someone, whatever happens, then repeat. Cycle keeps repeating. And you're just like, you never find the one. Nobody's quite as perfect as you need them to be. Nobody is enough. And you're always like, maybe there's something better. Because it feels like endless swiping. It feels like you just have to do it enough times and then magic will fall on your laps, right? But it's the same type of people over and over and over. The same type of people who are into doing the apps, probably not going to be the type of people that are going to want anything real. And if you're into the change constantly or variety, spice of life, whatever, not really. And then we have the buy now, pay later schemes that let us afford what we really shouldn't be having and make us feel like we can still get stuff that we have no business in getting. So like, then you also have Ozempic, quick fixes, right? Promising the body that you want to have without what you need to do. The lifestyle changes, the diet changes, the mindset changes, all the things, the activities that go along with having that body that you want. That's a different person, right? And then all of these things are connected because it's just overconsumption, right? Like more, endless scrolling, bigger is better. Quantity, and that's very deeply American. It's very deeply like Western culture, right? America built an entire economy on more is better, bigger houses, bigger cars, faster cars, bigger wardrobes, bigger variety in dating, multiple partners before marriage. Like that's a very Western idea. Like, oh, I'm gonna like have a high school girlfriend or boyfriend, and then I'm gonna have a college girlfriend or boyfriend, then I'm gonna have a work or when I first my first job girlfriend or boyfriend, and then maybe 10 more years pass, and then I'm gonna have a wife and settle down. Right? Like this is the American propaganda machine. More, always you need to keep like leveling up or whatever. Or there's something always bigger, better around the corner. So it's like consumption is the national sport. But data does show that it does not make you happier. And we have found in meta-analyses that the more stuff you get, the more partners you get, the more everything you get actually consistently makes you have a negative satisfaction in your life, more anxiety, and weaker relationship, not just like love relationships, but friendships too. People do this stuff in friendships. They don't just do this when they're dating people. They're like, maybe like I shouldn't commit to go to my friend's birthday party because what if my other friend who has more connections or knows better girls or better guys, maybe he's going to invite me to something I know he's doing. So I won't commit to this friend. So I'll be a bad friend here in the hopes that I can be with this person who seems bigger and better in their lifestyle. Their Instagram is more interesting than mine and this friend. So maybe I should just hold out for that. Like this type of mentality is really seeping in for like regular people. We've always had narcissists. We're not pretending that they didn't exist. They existed since the dawn of time, but they didn't have the, I guess, like the majority of attention that they do now because narcissists do really well in high consumption, high variety societies. A narcissist is going to excel. Like when you have a revolving door of partners, of like showing off, like this is the place for a narcissist to thrive. And that leaves the rest of us who are trying to imitate this, thinking maybe this is what I'm missing, maybe this is what I need. We're not going to feel that way because we're not narcissists. So it's going to be depleting for us. We're going to feel more alone, more in lack, have more anxiety, more depression. And it's not like the fashion industry alone. Like we already know that people buy way too much little trinkets online. Amazon's a big problem for a lot of people, especially like everybody has their own vice. Some people, they're going to buy a lot of, like if you're maybe health conscious, maybe you're going to buy a lot of supplements. And if you want to look good, if you're obsessed with that, you're going to buy a lot of clothes. And it's always like, maybe if I have this, I'll feel something. So it's not just over consuming things and people, which happens a lot. We are also over consuming experiences and looking for quick fixes now more than ever. So the culture, in my opinion, is splitting into two clear subcultures right now. You have the one that is going for quantity, and this is like the more American, bigger is better, more is more, right? The now, dopamine driven, brain rot crew. That's your first subculture. And then you have these people would be like, let's describe them as they chase the next purchase, the next match on a dating app, the next thrill to fill the emptiness. And the emptiness never really goes away because it doesn't get filled that way with that type of stuff. Instant gratification, steroids, overworking out, short form content, consumerism train, like it will train your brain for constant novelty, dopamine loops. And then they tend to make real effort or delayed rewards feel boring. All right. Let's say you finally get a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. Or let's say you get a boyfriend or a husband, right? Doesn't matter the gender. Everybody's going through it. And you get your little FOMO because what if there's someone better? What if you're just two swipes away? 2 more dates, 10 more dates, right? They want variety, constant change, bigger is better, whatever, right? And the same with like the Ozempics. And then we have the other people who are doing the peptides, which I think is the same thing. It's like we know what we need to do to be healthy, but it's like I'll inject myself with like unknown side effect, unknown peptides, unknown things. We don't even know like long-term effects yet, but I'm going to inject it because I so don't want to do real work or any sort of discomfort that I'm going to go for that instead of doing work. And then we also have the buy now, pay later, which I think this came out like a couple years ago. Maybe after COVID, it became really popular. I saw PayPal doing it, like the Klarna and then the Affirm. And I'm sure there's other programs where like they'll just pop up when you're in a cart. And it's like, if you don't have the money, no problem. Buy now, pay later. And that has caused a huge amount of debt for the younger generations who they're so dopamine driven, they don't have self-control. That skill was not developed in them. Hey, Daemon, how are you doing? No?
Hello, Kat.
Hello. So, you know what we're talking about today?
Yes, yeah. I was discussing this with Teriak earlier on, and definitely noticeable, definitely contributing to the downfall of society. But yeah, I just wanted to hear more about what you were saying.
Okay. So, Steven's coming. So anyways, the next subculture, the second one that I think people are splitting off into, and this is of course my opinion, whatever, is going to be the quality subculture. And this is the ones who are like sick of the quick fixes, or they tried the quick fixes, they didn't work, and they realized there is no such thing, and they actually have to do the work, or they want the quality thing. They're tired of having to buy the same products over and over because they keep breaking down, or they're just really bad quality, or they're tired of showing off trendy junk that just goes out of style really quickly, and then they need to replace it with more trendy junk. And it's like this endless endless cycle of never feeling satisfied for very long. Okay, and the quality people, I feel like that is kind of like what I've become more like when I switched my clothes from like, this was you look so tiny. This was a long time ago, I would admit, maybe like 10 years ago. I remember I was switching my clothes from what? Why do you look so small?
Because I lowered the chair.
Why did you lower the chair? Whatever. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. Anyways, so when I switched my clothes from the lower quality stuff to getting just a few higher quality stuff, I remember like first I did it because I wanted organic fibers and cotton and stuff like that. Like that was just breathable because we were in a very hot, humid climate. So with that, I remember that I started with just like whatever was good fibers. And then I quickly saw that you can get good fibers that are just cheap and break down the same as anything else. So then I got like better quality, and it was really painful to go from like the fast fashion mentality where you pay $2 for a shirt to paying $50 for a shirt. But at the same time, you realize you can use the expensive shirt and you don't look like it already needs to be in the bin. And I was having that problem. Like you'd put a shirt on, it would be like transparent, and you're like, I don't like that. Stop. Yes, and I am getting linen stuff now. And Steven sent me this long video, which I did not watch, about linen, how to find good quality linen. See, so he's getting into that stuff too because of me. Oh my gosh. So, Daemon, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, it's. Do you think that? How much of this do you think is engineered?
All of it, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've known since before you've had this kind of mass consumerism or this push for mass consumerism. I think we've known long before that human beings are kind of geared towards finding that path of least resistance, because it's kind of like evolutionary locked into us. The whole idea of preserving energy, like for survival, we don't want to unnecessarily tax or stress ourselves if we don't have to. So there is this idea of choosing comfort or choosing convenience to make your life easier for yourself. And that's, I think, where consumerism took over, because they made everything convenient. And like, this is the safer option. This is the more convenient option. This is the easier option. And obviously you're going to pursue that. And I think we got probably, I mean, conservative guess, I'd say about probably 50 years ago, we invented everything we pretty much needed to invent, all of the big things that were kind of necessary. And all of the inventions that you've had since then have just been making small improvements on those things that we've already had, making them work better, more conveniently, and making everything simpler or easier to use, and making our lives more simple in return. What do you think we've had since then that's actually been something that, wow, we never had this before? This is what we needed.
Computers? I don't know.
Yeah, but we had that longer than 50 years ago. Like I said, it was just improvements. So you make things faster, you make things easier to use, you make things
smaller,
like better quality. Yeah. So it's all about convenience. But I mean, the Industrial Revolution really took care of a lot of that, streamlined a lot of this stuff. And then since then, it's been kind of like you've had certain improvements or certain things that you didn't have before. And it was like, wow, this is cool. This is great. Like the space race thing. Like, yeah, we built spaceships since then. But where's the next big thing that we hadn't had before? Like something that's been invented, which is not just, remaking the wheel, but it's something completely different that we haven't had. All of these kind of people who want to say, I'm an innovator, like, yeah, I'm going to go into business for myself, I'm an inventor. Like, well, are you? Because all you're doing is making things more convenient and easier. And yes, that's good, because we know that people will buy that. But again, it's just about making our lives easier rather than actually something that's really groundbreaking that's going to push us forward. And this is the problem. And I think society knows that. I think the people at the top know that. And this is how they consolidate more and more power, is that they know that the path of least resistance doesn't make you better. It makes you lazier. You're not going to actually challenge yourself. You stagnate as a society when that happens. It doesn't actually push you to pursue something new and something innovative. And anytime that we have kind of signaled that we don't really want this, we want something better, we want to challenge ourselves, you have these innovators coming up to those people who choose that particular lifestyle. And yet again, they're like, let me make your life easier for you. You got the people who are like, I don't want to sit down in a lazy boy. I don't want to make my workspace like my bedroom. I don't want to make myself so comfortable and lazy. I want to do something hard. I want to give myself, more work to do. I want to go back to the roots of like working hard. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we're going to create all of these apps for you when you go to the gym. We're going to create all these trackers, and we're going to make this whole pack for you that's got all of your supplements and everything. So you don't have to, again, we're going to simplify everything for you. Like, no, stay the fuck out of my life. I want to challenge myself. I want to work out. But now you're going to invent 20 different machines and stuff that make my workout easier. A workout is not fucking supposed to be easy. The minute somebody says to you, "Hey, are you sick of going to the gym and working out? Would you rather do something that kind of like takes the effort out of doing 100 crunches?" No, motherfucker. That's why I want to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So do you think that like the whole overconsumption thing started with American culture, or was that something that kind of happened with technology over time?
It was America. It was America post, I'd say, post World War II, when all of the Allied nations decided to set the US dollar as the standard, like with the gold standard thing. America basically had this ability to just print money, and they became so wealthy. Life was so great. Like, that was peak America. You had the welfare warfare state where you could just build the biggest fucking army and you could pay for everybody who didn't want to fucking work. And everyone was living great. And that was like the peak, I'd say. And then all of a sudden, if you had this country that's basically got more money than they know what to do with, you then think about like, okay, let's just make life more convenient. And you had like things like microwaves popping up. You had like all of the kind of TV dinners. You had like, you know, people delivering you pizza to your fucking doorstep. You had everybody was just chilling and didn't have to worry about anything. It's like, I've got a car, and like, oh, when can I use the car? Like, well, never mind, we'll just buy another fucking car. And it's just like everybody, like, you got more cars than people in America, right? So everything was so amazingly convenient that you had, I mean, this is what we were talking about again with Teriak earlier. I mean, you were the first country, I think, where people were dying because they had too much food. I mean, think about that.
Yeah,
like
UK is
like,
number is
what
now
did he
number
die
one.
of? Too much food. Oh, really? Like, explain that concept to a fucking Ethiopian. Like,
Gosh.
how do you die with too much food? Well, look at America. Like, Elvis died on the fucking toilet, stuffing his face with a peanut butter fucking burger. Like, it's insane. You guys had so much that you were killing yourselves with overconsumption. And it's, you know, like, again, the loneliest, most depressed people in America were the people who fucking had everything. And like, when I worked for an American healthcare company, right? They actually still they do ECT. So you do shock therapy for people. The only thing they still pretty much use it for is people who are depressed, like seriously chronically depressed. Like, we tried everything else, and you're like, well, let's try shocking your brain. And there's some data to suggest that it works. But we were treating people who were fucking millionaires. Like, literally people who had everything. You're like, shit, man, I'm depressed and I think your lifestyle would fucking cure me. But you have that lifestyle and you're fucking depressed. Why? And I think that this is what you tend to see when people have everything. There is this kind of, I mean, it's not difficult to think about, I think, if you just kind of like look at the concept. It's like, what do you do when you have everything? I mean, what more is there? Like, I think this is the human condition of we want something different all the time. We like to be surprised. We like to have something to work towards. We like to have these goals. But I mean, think about Elon Musk right now. You're the richest dude in the world. You're the richest dude in the world. Like, you've got everything. You're creating everything that you want to create. You've got all of these goals that you're working towards, and you seem to be setting these goals and working towards them. What do you do when you're like, I want to try something different? I mean, what is there? Everything's at your fingertips. And I mean, that I think is the next kind of decline in society. Because if you look at the most privileged, or if you look at the most successful, the most civilized, the most wealthy nations out there, the most progressive nations out there, they seem to have everything locked down. These are the ones that you see eventually being consumed with the most fucking decay. Because I think this is when people become somehow depraved. They chase something different. They want something that's going to excite them on some level. And that's where you get these perversions creeping in. I think that this is why people said, like, if you want to really destroy people, if you want to really mess people up, give them exactly what they want.
So I'm going to ask Steve a question, see what he thinks. So,
oh no.
Stop. So with your patients and people you know, have you noticed them having pressure to keep up with other people, like getting new clothes, going on vacations, bigger, better, getting a better car, bigger house?
I think it's more the vacation part, free
Mhm.
time.
What do
Because
you mean?
vacation is free time, not needing to work. Most of them have as many cars as they want. They all dress extravagantly. Not all of them. Some of them just don't care. But I think the vacation part, so time, these are some people that both spouses work, and then some just one spouse, but still
High earners.
they're high earners.
Yeah.
And it's time. Time is something you can't sell. Time is something you can't buy.
Yeah.
Time is something that is probably more valuable than any piece of gold or jewelry or anything you could find.
They're spending it on because they have the other stuff.
They have
and it didn't do it. It wasn't enough.
Didn't do it. But the thing is, like, when they go on these long, extravagant vacations, they are telling everyone, "Oh, I went on this 2-week vacation. I did this," and that's their flex. Like, you can go on a 2-week vacation. You can go on a 1-month vacation. You can go to Europe. I have one patient still in Europe. Like, she's got a little kid still in Europe. Like, what?
How long?
I think it's been a month now.
Okay.
I don't know how much longer it'll be, but it's they go or well, okay. There's also ones that go from one house in the United States.
Okay. Well, let's not just talk about rich people problems.
No, but
I get it.
That's the
Wait,
flex.
how is going to Europe a flex?
Because it's far away, so it takes more time.
It's the time away.
Yeah, no, but it's basically all of Europe is like a third world country right now. So.
It is. But it was just like going to India is still a flex because it's so far away. Even if
it's like one of those extreme vacations. I want to go to Europe and maybe we might get graped or beheaded. It's like,
well, don't say that stuff, but yes.
It's a
I survived. It's like jumping out of an airplane.
Or going on a safari.
Exactly. Going on a safari.
Car, you see all the animals, people going by. You don't get out of the car unless, there's some armed escort.
Oh my gosh. And some people, they still get eaten by a tiger, and that's a story. It's my dad got eaten by a tiger in front of us on safari.
Yeah.
And you're the cool kid.
My baby daughter got culturally enriched by
okay, let's not say those things.
I said culturally enriched.
I got it.
Now, this tiger could have been a furry.
Okay, stop. Let's stick to the topic. Oh my gosh. So anyways,
but although I think that is something that all liberal people should do. I think anyone who votes Democrat should go to Europe. Go to
that way, though.
Go to Paris. No, but honestly, I think that if you go to any train station in Paris, or if you go to Oxford Street in London, and you come back to America after that, if you survive and you make it back home to America, I think pretty much everybody, especially the women who are Democrat voters, will suddenly be pro Second Amendment. Like all of them.
I mean, we're not really talking about, like political stuff, but I do feel like people who want those things, they will never see it, and they will never really put themselves in that position to see it. And if they do, like, I just don't think there's like a capability to understand.
It won't register.
It just won't. And I don't think there's anything you can't like fix everybody with logic.
Oh, I think you need to check out Paris. I think they need to check out Paris. That will fix them. They either won't come back, or they'll come back and they will really change. They'll come back and they'll like see, because I think the problem.
Dude.
I think the problem with most, because unfortunately I know a lot of American liberals, and I think the problem with them is that they don't realize how racist they are. I think they've been so gaslit into believing everything that they get fed that they genuinely do think, no, we're compassionate and we care about these minorities. That's why we're voting for all these policies, without truly understanding how racist and how damaging to minorities those policies are. But I think that when they come back from visiting a place like Paris, they'll basically just realize, oh no, and they'll be full-blown racists. And then
I know people in Paris who are American liberals, been living there for like what, 15 years now?
Wait, but do they actually live in Paris though,
Yes,
or do they live in these outskirts where they're safe?
Paris, a city in Paris. I get pictures of human feces on the sides of the road. They send this to me, and they still believe in those values. It will not break.
So this is what I was going to say. They will either come back, they'll come back fully blown racist, and they will either vote Republican because they're like, fuck that, we need to close the border and keep these motherfuckers out and deport them. Or here's the other thing. You carry on voting Democrat because you realize just how racist those Democrat policies really are.
No. They don't register what is happening is associated to that. They think they need more of that, and then it'll be better. But anyways, I don't want to talk
explain
politics.
Explain how.
I don't know how. I think the brain is broken.
Okay, yeah, so they're retarded.
It's selective observation, you could say.
It's just they attribute it to whatever they don't like in the other party. Like they didn't let us fully do it.
Wait, were they women? Were they women? Did you know?
No, both, but mostly men I'm talking about. Because
gay men, like the gay men who don't realize that they're gay.
Maybe that, the 94% who would if they had the option.
Same thing, they're retarded. It's cool. Okay. You can just say they're retarded.
Okay. Moving on. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, by the way, hi to everybody in chat. Hello to everybody in chat that was saying hi earlier on.
Yes. Hello. Oh, and we had some questions. Let's go.
Oh, and sorry. The Mr. 13 who said I'd visit Poland in the summer. Yes, Poland. Fucking awesome. Awesome.
Poland? Awesome?
Based. Yes, based as fuck. But Poland and Hungary, those people are fucking based.
Oh, Hungary, yeah, I've been there. Czech Republic.
Some of the best leadership, the best, like those. When you want to say extreme right, those motherfuckers are extreme right, or rather, extremely right.
Is Czech Republic? What's going on there? Is it right or left or center?
I need to check that place out. Yeah, Hungary is fucking awesome.
It's not far from Hungary.
Okay, back to the topic. Which gender is the biggest consumer? They are both big consumers, but when it comes to married couples, women spend more, usually because they're the ones in charge of spending. And they are. And then single people spend about equal on different things, on entirely different things. So, like, for example, this is a boy, and he spends all his money on weapons and supplements.
No.
Yes.
I don't spend. It's only lately.
Okay. What did
you were
you do when you were single?
You're talking single people, and then you mentioned Steve. Is there something we don't know about?
Well, whatever. I don't know. Okay. When you were single, what did you waste all your money on?
You, Kat.
No, I didn't. I was school education, actually. That was the thing I spent my most money on.
Your free time money. Your like fun money.
That was
consumerist.
I wasn't a consumerist. Food.
Hose. He consumed hose.
God.
Yes, I did consume.
Oh
honey.
God, shut. So
I
you
started
bought.
from
Stop.
the
Stop.
bottom up.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, stop.
Like a
Gross.
bear, you know.
Disgusting.
What
So
did you spend your money on? We'll see.
he did not spend money on that. Let me just.
No, it was food. Food would be number one. Yeah.
And happy endings.
You bought food in bulk for the week and cooked
Yeah.
yourself, but
That-
that's the bare
wasn't-
minimum.
I wasn't a consumer.
So yeah, you didn't.
I
But
would buy
when people,
food,
yeah,
furniture, if that, it was education, survival. I wasn't thinking about that.
it
no,
definitely
wasn't on
wasn't
my
clothes. All your clothes had holes
No,
in
it
it.
wasn't. No, that wasn't on my mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't school.
Okay,
What?
we have another question. How did we live before cell phones? What happened when you broke down on the side of the road?
Oh, it was maps. It was talking. Oh my gosh, it was talking to people. Wow, you had to talk to people at that time. You had to go up to someone and say, "Where am I?" And it wasn't a Biden joke. It was
Okay,
just
stop,
like,
stop,
Where
stop.
am I?
Jesus.
And then you would hope to understand what they were saying, depending on the part of America that you were in, or Mexico, if you got that far. You know, it was like
We had this. We also had this kind of superpower that Gen Z doesn't have. That they don't know how to do it. It was called managing. We just managed.
Right.
Like we got by. We knew how to figure shit out.
And if everything fell apart, you just figure it out.
You look at these shows like fucking, what is it, like these survivalist shows, or like you look at these kind of like, like put a bunch of people on a desert island and see if they could get by. That was a fucking weekend for us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was a weekend for us in the 80s. Like
You're locked out
you'd
of
just
the
go
house.
fucking somewhere. Yeah. Where are you gonna go? I don't know. Like literally, I was on holiday and like we swam for about 2 hours to one of the deserted islands, because where I used to go, you had like about 300 little islands like out in the middle of nowhere. We used to swim there. We used to just like pack bags like full of food and shit. We used to just barbecue and chill out and like listen to fucking music and stuff until
And
the
you
batteries
choose
ran out.
Which friend was going to be on the barbecue next?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did used to like take some people's clothes and just like throw it out into the ocean
just
in the middle of the night.
roast them.
Well, like that's the stuff that people used to do. I guarantee you, a couple of more generations of this, and you're gonna see like some Bear Grylls type dude 100 years from now teaching people how to do the most basic shit that we all know how to do right now.
How to drive without
Like
Quest.
this is an egg, and you might not know this, but you can fucking eat these things, and there's different ways of preparing it. I'm gonna show you how.
There's 99 different ways of preparing. There's these people used to make hats like with different a fold for each way you make an egg. French thing.
Okay. Anyways. Oh my gosh. So let's see, what's this? When men buy something, they buy when it's an investment in the long term, and women buy mostly BS. Okay, this is not true. I distinctly remember you getting a sword.
Yeah, I still have it.
There you go.
Do you use it?
I have not had an opportunity to use it, but if you'd like, we can create one.
Exactly.
All I gotta do is have it.
Exactly.
Get upset.
That's
at
what
me.
it's like. It's like a condom. You don't want to use it.
Get the sword,
You don't
get
want to
the
use
sword.
it, but you might need it one time, and you'll be happy that you've got one.
Right. It's an in case you need it. Not. I mean, I have.
Okay,
condoms,
wait,
obviously.
stop. Oh
When
my
the
God.
zombie uprising happens, Kat,
You'll
you're
need a
going to be
condom.
happy that he's got it.
Stop.
Because you know.
Stop. Inappropriate conversation.
You can catch zombieism from fucking them. You need to,
Stop.
Well,
you don't want
I'm
to
not
pull
gonna
out
go there, but
Stop.
a rotten, dead-looking
Inappropriate.
dick.
This is a children's show.
it's a children's show. Okay, children.
Children
Gather around.
know more about zombies than we do.
Ooh, thunder.
Don't fuck the zombies, kids.
Hey,
No skull fucking the zombies.
stop. Okay, I can't have one serious conversation.
Wear protection if you do.
It would be called AIDS with a Z.
Good Lord. Yes. Okay. Next topic.
You can catch it from Splashback. Believe in yourself.
God. Oh my God.
Close your mouth. You'll avoid a few things.
Okay. So, do you guys see a clear parallel between short form content, social media created, and novelty seeking in modern generations? No?
What the fuck?
What do you mean? Like, the endless scroll, constant dopamine.
Scroll.
Okay, but you see other people.
I always hear people talking about this. I hear people always talking about like scrolling like that. Is it dopamine though?
I don't know.
Dopamine. No, it's dopamine.
And how does
From
that work?
just dopamine, honestly, just from fucking doom scrolling.
Yes.
Is that?
Yes, it's an addiction.
Oh, this CIA guy he was a training person for the CIA. He was talking about how when you're doing the endless scroll thing, they will show you something that's like to make you mad, then like a heartwarming thing that starts off really sad, like an injured animal, and then a family saves it and brings it back to health and releases it into the wild or something stupid. And it's usually AI right now. And then like it'll end with you swipe and it'll show you a product that it kind of knows based on your scrolling and your like search histories that you are kind of interested in, or like a person like you would be interested in. So it gets you primed to like you've had an emotional roller coaster by scrolling.
Well, see, that's when we were talking earlier on about when I was saying how much of this is engineered.
It's 100%.
I think, yeah, and I think the problem is that for the longest time there's been this whole argument between certain cultures of like, what's better? Is capitalism good or is it evil? And a lot of people are like, well, no, capitalism is good. Why? Well, because if something's a good idea, it will sell. People will consume it. People will buy it. And that's going to make that company more money. And anyone else who wants to like make money is going to have to follow that system of making a good enough product that's going to sell well, right? And compared to that, the other systems, economic systems that you have, don't have this kind of success that's based off of like, it kind of like merit-based success, which capitalism tended to support or work due to. Like if this kind of supply and demand thing, people want this, so we're going to make more of this product. It's going to sell well. And based off of what these people want, we know what the next thing that they want is going to be. But over time, I think the capitalist model has not failed, but it's shown to be open to exploitation and abuse. And you can kind of game the system a little bit. And that's what those in power have done. Because if you look at the whole economic growth thing, these industries have realized that by removing the stress aspect of what's involved in our life, they've realized that the best solution to financial success is to just sell convenience to us. And that isn't good for us, but we will purchase it. The majority are going to buy that because they've realized through anthropological studies and other research that we will choose the path of least resistance. So this is where I think capitalism can kind of be our undoing. Nobody is going to want to sell something that's a good idea when they can sell something that is an easy sell instead. A good idea is going to take money and effort to research. And that's hard work to come up with a good invention that's going to improve society. And again, these corporations are going to also choose the path of least resistance. Why should they invest time, money, and effort into creating something new that we maybe at this stage don't even know that we need yet, when they can just sell us more of the same shit, but that's going to make us even more convenient, even more lazy, even more stagnant. And that's kind of what's going on now. And when I said about the engineering, you see this because the cultural norms are selling this idea. All of the social messaging that we're getting is to push this idea that material comfort is a sign of success. The more shit you have and the easier your life is, the more successful you are. And that should be something that's kind of applauded and pursued.
Mm-hmm.
So they're promoting this kind of consumerist way of living, because it's almost like, oh, a new iPhone's out, we got to buy it straight away. Why? You got one just a couple of months ago. Yeah, but this is a new one, and like I need it. Like this new fucking Apple Watch, I need to buy it, even though the last one was shit. It's like, why? Well, because that's what's being pushed, and people will just buy into it, even though like the last 5 have been the exact same fucking thing. You just want the one with like the newest number.
Yeah, I have seen a big push against stuff like that. Like, where they're minor improvements, and by the next one, blah blah blah. Like, people do not wait that much for like an iPhone or like the new this or that. Like, they don't care as much as they used to care before. And I actively see people hold on to stuff like that longer than ever before.
Look at what happens though when you try to escape it. When you try to escape it,
they stop supporting it and kill it.
Yeah, but like. The reason why you don't want to support it and be part of this system is because, number one, you realize this is a rigged system.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying these kind of like evil corporations that are basically just fucking exploiting us, and they're always getting something off of us. Either it's just simply money, or it's also your data, or it's also just putting you into bad lifestyle so that you're more easily kind of malleable and manipulated. And you're like, I want to escape all of this. So what am I going to do? Well, here's an alternative. And somebody is selling you the alternative and says like, this is how you do it. This is going to get you off grid. This is going to minimize screen time. It's going to give you more free time. It's going to be healthier for you. It's a better quality alternative. These people aren't going to steal your data or whatever. And you go to it. And it's meant to be like either an all-natural solution, or it's meant to be like more beneficial to you health-wise or whatever. And there's always going to be this other way in which you're going to get fucked by it, right? So, I don't want to waste money on this anymore, so I'm going to go for this because this looks like it's more affordable, but you have to sign your soul away some other way. Or this is a healthier alternative for me, but it costs 5 times more in the long run. It's like you're always going to get fucked one way or another. There's no way out of the system unless you literally end up going off into the fucking woods somewhere and being a survivalist. Exactly.
So have you heard of the new AI shoppers that they're building?
Nope.
So it's going to be like an AI app that everybody's going to get, and they're going to like, instead of you shopping online, let's say you want to buy clothes, or you need new shoes, you need groceries for the week, whatever it is, you put in your parameters and it will search for you the best one, look at the reviews themselves, and then already have your credit card information and purchase it for you. And you will only find out when it lands on your doorstep. And they're saying that this is going to move the dopamine hit to only when you receive packages. So then you're going to tell your little AI to get more little things so you can get little packages to show up all the time or something like that. Or maybe because you are not looking at it, you will order less over time and then they shot themselves in the foot. I mean, that could also happen. The other thing that they found is when they got people to save their credit cards, like on a PayPal or Apple Pays or whatever those other things are that you can save your credit card, it makes you buy more often. That the act of putting in the credit card number lowers how much you buy. So they're trying to force people to save the credit card information. And then if you save it, then those things can get hacked, released all over the dark web, blah, blah, blah. Accounts can get drained. Like, you never know. But we've gone to the point where those worst case scenarios have happened. But I guess most people get reimbursed or whatever by the credit card company. So they just kind of like let it go. But once they get your access to your bank account, it's over. That's it. Because you can't get that back.
Actually, you can. It's just much more difficult. I had a
Well, like
patient
if you
that
put it in
happened
like
with.
a weird site, or you send it to somebody who lies or some crap.
Oh, you sent it.
Well, yeah.
It's on you. Bank's not going to do anything.
But if the AI does it on your behalf,
and you signed off to allow the AI to do it, yeah,
then you're screwed. Yeah, there was this one company that forgot to turn off the AI, and it was like spending money, like millions of dollars, before they caught it, and I guess they just lost all that money.
Oh my God! So you're telling me that AI is basically Somalian?
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Well, it's a different color.
Stop. Oh my God! We're trying to not.
What?
Stop. It's like I can't for once have adult conversations.
It's
Stop. No. We're not. Oh my God. I'm talking specifically about fast fashion, hookup culture, overconsumption, not politics, and not all this retard shit. Stop. Are we good? Okay. Moving on.
I was gonna say something, but I won't say it.
Does it fall into the no topics?
It was kind of just linked to what Steve just said when he mentioned
stop!
the trans thing.
Oh God.
Because he mentioned AI and trans, and I just started thinking like,
no. Oh my God. Look, I am trying to keep this channel alive.
I'm just thinking the connection is so undeniable.
Oh
Why don't we call them artificial women instead of trans women?
Oh my God. Anyway.
That's true. AI women.
Oh God. Stop. Okay.
It's a thought.
No.
That hoe over there?
No. Oh, okay. Did we talk about buy now, pay
Basically,
later?
you could say that Elliot Page is a guy.
What? A guy?
It's an artificial guy.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
A guy.
Okay, stop. Anyways.
A girl. With a girl?
All right.
It's amazing that we haven't got a sex bot yet.
What are you talking about? Of course, they've got.
Well, I mean that's if you want to collapse Western civilization, that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. And you know that they could have done it. So why the fuck haven't they done it yet? You got Elon Musk who wants to like land fucking spaceships on Mars and shit. Just like get somebody on his level. Just build a sex bot, and all of a sudden,
people who need those bots don't have motivation like that.
No, but I mean, dude, you could do it. Like, I mean, you could build like some.
If you can build one with the AI, do all that stuff, why couldn't you use that energy to get a real girlfriend?
Because some of these people just can't get a real girlfriend.
No, they could if they put all of that energy into that. They could.
They just want to use a credit card that they saved on that AI site.
Okay, that's enough. All right.
Neuralink. Yeah.
Actually, I think the reason why they haven't, they probably have a sex bot, but they need to find one that does things for people that they would get the same enjoyment out of, like cleaning the house and cooking.
Whoa. Did you?
Oh, yeah. See, you could fix the problem that's been going on in places like Rotherham in England. Just build a 6-year-old sex bot and just give it to those dirty people.
Okay, we cannot talk about that type of stuff. That's not a funny.
You would solve the problem in Britain straight away. No more gangs.
Like not okay.
No more gangs.
No. Anyways, let's just go ahead and move along. It's fucking shit. It's not funny. That's how you lose your channel.
They're robots,
no.
And
not
it's protecting kids.
You don't joke about. No, we don't joke about that. It's not funny. No.
You need to be sensitive about robots.
Oh my God.
They're people too.
Stop.
The stabby bar. Jesus Christ.
You had good questions.
No, forget it. It's fine. So let's just forget it. Move along. I'm done. Let's just do brain rot.
You're gonna give a backstory?
No, absolutely no.
DK Moon said what we're not allowed to joke about, and one of them I don't get.
Yes. Also, it is illegal to joke about certain things now, especially in the state I am. So we do not make jokes that could end people, with problems. How do I make that a square? No.
What people with problems? What are we talking about?
I can't talk about it because there's actual laws that have already been passed where if you say or do certain things where I am, you go to jail, no questions asked. It's already done. And people are already in jail. So we don't joke about things. We don't live in a free country. People need to stop saying that, because just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. Wait.
Okay.
Anyways.
Shit, I didn't know Miami fell that.
Everything, it's really bad, but at the same time, there's nothing you can do about it. So, and I don't have the type of funds to do something, nor do I have the desire to. So, we need to just move on. Like, it was America, and freedom of speech was nice. While we had it, we had a lot of good jokes. We had a lot of laughs. I mean, I grew up in a world where like everybody was racist to each other as a way to bond. Like the first question you would get is, where are you from, so I can make fun of you for it.
So don't you think it's interesting how, as the same thing that happened to America and the same thing that happened to parts of Europe, like you guys had actual freedom of speech once upon a time. Europe, most countries in Europe didn't have the kind of freedom of speech that you had, but we did have some kind of protected speech. But we lost that more and more and more over time, to the point where in my country you can get arrested just for asking a question.
Oh yeah, here too. Now.
Well, yeah, but the kind of stuff that we get arrested for is still a lot worse than yours. Yours is bad now, but it's not as bad as where I'm from.
I feel like it's getting to
you
be
think
the
it's
same
there?
Yeah, I think it's in certain parts. Yeah, it is. It's the same.
Like if you were gonna ask, and don't
even hypothetically.
No. Wait, no. It's not going to be a bad thing. It's not going to be bad.
Trust me, you don't even know like the limits here.
Okay. Well, okay, I won't say what it is, but I'm just going to say, for example, I'm not going to say it, but if we were to ask, why don't we just do this? Or why can't we do this? And if this that we're asking about is something that is already a policy in your country or my country, which we're told that our government is doing for us or should be doing for us, but obviously they're not. And we're asking, why aren't they doing this? Which is something that's already been approved and voted for and legislated that it should be going on. Like, for example, let's say having clean water, right? We're going to have facilities that will kind of process all of this and clean it and purify it so that you've got tap water that should be drinkable. I mean, I know America doesn't have that, but over here we're supposed to have that. But if we say this is something that we voted for and there's systems in place to make sure you get it, and then all of a sudden, let's say we're not getting it, if we were to question, why can't we have this? That's something that right now, not with regards to water, but with regards to something else that our government claimed that they're doing and should be doing. That's something that we could get arrested for here, which is crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy that when you're asking why aren't they doing the job that they say they should be doing, that you would get arrested for that. And people have been arrested for that in this country. So one of the things I wanted to ask, and I want your thoughts on it, is why do you think, or do you see a correlation maybe between certain European countries and America, that something happened in all of these countries? There was a process of something going on which led to us then losing those rights, losing those freedoms of speech.
The capability to en masse surveil people.
See, I think it's something else.
People
I
having
think it's
social
something
media,
else.
being able to speak publicly.
No, that happened at the same time, but I don't think that's what caused it. I think what it is, and this shouldn't be something that we're not allowed to talk about. This should be something that we're allowed to talk about. Your culture and your values, as well as our country and our culture and our values in parts of Europe, were subverted by another one. We diluted our cultures so much over the past few decades in an attempt to show how tolerant we are, that we ended up giving away all of our freedoms, because we supplanted our culture with another one that is actually intolerant. And we've said we're going to be tolerant, we're going to be tolerant, we're going to be tolerant. But what we're tolerant of is an intolerant factor that's being brought into our country. And those ideologies that we're bringing in do the thing that they always do, which is quickly want to rise to power and seek positions of power. And when they get those positions of power, they bring their ideology with them, like what you've seen happen in New York and what you see happening in London. When these people get into positions of power, they're like, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they bring their ideas along with them, which is what destroyed their own countries. And now it's destroying our countries as well. Because what's a bad ideology? It's just a bad collection of ideas. And if you're tolerant of ideologies that are bad, that means that you're accepting bad ideas. And if the whole success of your nation depends on the fact that your ideology was good, your culture was a good one, you had good ideas. If you then say, let's be tolerant, and the tolerance that you're demonstrating is to not shoot down bad ideas that could destroy your country, then that just means that you're going to allow your culture and your value system in your nation to be destroyed. It's that simple. And that's why you've lost freedom of speech, because you've allowed an ideology in that doesn't tolerate freedom of speech and that doesn't want to be challenged, because it knows that it's got bad ideas and it doesn't want you questioning them.
Well, I mean, everything that I hear now is like America was an experiment. We just wanted to see what it would be like, or some crap. And then they weren't going to let common people have these freedoms for long. They just wanted to see what it would be like for a short amount of time.
No, it wasn't an experiment. America was a dream that got realized. And then it succumbs to the same thing that a lot of great nations or great systems collapse due to, which is that once you're the top dog, you're going to have weaker nations that are going to try and say that the reason you got there is because, well, look at how minorities attack white people. They just say, well, you're a bully. You stole everything. You're privileged. You were fortunate. You were blessed with things that we were denied. We were oppressed. So you don't want to look like the bully, and you don't want to look like somebody who's got an unfair advantage. So you basically end up handicapping yourself because you think it somehow makes you virtuous. No, you should be like, fuck you, I'm at the top. If you're upset about that, then try and elevate yourself to my level. You know, I'm not going to let you fucking shame me when you're not as good as me. I'm better than you. We're not all equal.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's what you do. Why are you going to let somebody that's beneath you handicap you? Not only handicap you, but convince you and gaslight you into handicapping yourself. Why should you do that?
Well, I think if you want to look at it, how they were able to do that, it was the gender wars, because once they're fighting within their own race against each other because of like gender differences or whatever, then you're going to get people who then attack their own kind because they're attacking them anyways. That's why they put like the patriarchy and racism as one and the same. That was by design. And then they look, think about it. It's the ultimate programming. Corrupt the men by making them addicted to stuff online, inappropriate material, tell them that they need variety, give them endless, unattainable things to look at so that they go and see what they can obtain and, take it for granted or treat it poorly. And then, they leave their family or they get divorced. And then you have all these resentful women who then tell all the younger women that they have to hate men. And then
I think you got the order wrong there. I think that when you said corrupt the men, I think no, that the first step was that they targeted the women and they corrupted the women. The thing is that like men are strong. You can't just go in straight away and attack or corrupt a man. You can't do that. There's a reason why we understand that the woman's role is to support the man. Okay, the man protects the woman. The man's stronger, right? The woman is the one that's supposed to back him up, have his back. He's supposed to know, I'm at the end of doing everything that I'm doing, I'm going to come home to my woman for peace, right? That's why I find
propaganda too, Damon. That's all.
No, that wasn't propaganda. That's literally how it doesn't work.
It's always been like this. It's always been like this. When people were happier, when more people were happier, it's because they didn't see options. They didn't have options. They weren't told they had options.
Yeah, the problem of choice.
They accepted what they got. They didn't look over their shoulder to see if there was another opportunity. Once you start corrupting men and women, there's more opportunities. There's bigger and better around the corner. Now you destabilize the family. Then women get bitter because they have to raise the children alone. And the men get bitter because the women don't accept certain things. And everybody hates each other. And now they take the divide and further use it against by throwing in how like it's all men's fault and it's all specifically this one race of men's fault when men are the same in every single race and culture, just like women are.
No, I don't think they are. You honestly think men are the same in every race and culture?
They're the same. They will do what the culture tells them to do, what the programming tells them to do, what the propaganda tells them to do. The same with women. Humans think they have freedom of choice. They will go down, like I was watching this thing on propaganda and they're talking about like health and stuff like that, like propaganda in health and how they got like how they got people to comply and do certain things without long-term evidence saying something was safe. And they did that because there's two types of people. They are both programmable. You tell this person you have to take this because the authority told you to, and they will take it. But the other person is just equally as programmable. But for this person, you need a different tactic. So you tell them the government that wants to oppress you doesn't want you to take this. So take this, and they will take it too. That's how it works. That's why you have one people getting 50 boosters and the other side of people who are on BPC 157 and peptides and
but
like,
when I was asking you, do you think that men are the same based on ideology or culture or race? The reason why I was asking that is like, I get what you're saying here. Okay, everyone, if you try hard enough and if you study them enough, can be programmed. I get that. But at the same time, you're going to have there's going to be a scale of how easily programmable or not they are. And that's going to be based on their critical thinking ability. Okay.
I mean, you
Now,
got IQ, but remember, smarter people are more easily programmable.
no. So that's based. Okay. Are you talking about knowledge and understanding, or are you talking about intelligence? They're different things. You basically, it's the critical thinking that's specific here. If you have somebody who can critically analyze the data that's available to them and know how reliable that data is, they're going to be harder to program.
But you can never fully know how reliable any data is, because you would have to do more
No,
research than you
I
have
didn't
time.
I didn't say that you're not going to be able to program. I just said they're going to be harder to program. So you're going to have to, whatever system you're using is going to have it's going to be very, 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 very high level to be able to program everybody. Okay. So, I mean, based on that, if you want to talk about, like, you know, the recent pokey thing, if you're looking at that, either this was a psyop that worked incredibly well, or it was a psyop that worked incredibly badly. Okay,
It was
because
incredibly well, because they now know the two camps of people to program and who's who.
yeah, but the thing is that what I'm saying is that if you have something like that, if it was that we weren't supposed to take it, then they failed horribly. If it was that we were supposed to take it, then they succeeded pretty well.
I don't think it really was either or. I think it was, we want to see who were the easy people to comply and who were the hard people to comply, so we can put them into different what's it called, programming AI campaigns.
Right. See, but the thing is that those people who refuse to take it aren't going to give you the reasoning and the rationale as to why they didn't take it.
Yes,
The
they
only
do. They do it
No,
online.
they don't.
They do it with what they watch, what they consume afterwards, what they say in private conversations that are being recorded by everything that's surveilling us now. They put all of that into database, have AI run through it. They know exactly what to tell us.
Right. Okay. I know they talk a lot. They say a lot of things, but what I'm trying to tell you is that regardless of how much you talk about it, the reasoning why you give that you're not going to do something isn't actually giving you as much usable data as when you justify why you are going to do something. Okay. If you're saying this is why I'm going along with this, it's very easy to extrapolate, well, it's because of the virtue signal, or it's because of the fear, or it's because they want to it's because they want to follow the rules, or it's because of all of these other reasons. And when you are going to follow an order, the way in which you do it and the way in which you play along, if you're giving rationale and reason and you're talking about it, that is usable data. But when you're refusing something, I know you think that you're giving reasons, but actually, if you're looking to try and psychoanalyze somebody, there isn't that data isn't actually speaking the kind of volumes that you really think it is.
Agree to disagree.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think? No?
Well, okay. What I like to do
Oh, God.
is I like to look at humans as, if you put a human in the middle of a forest,
oh gosh,
it would be programmed by whatever it is around it, from a little baby all the way until an adulthood. All of us are programmed.
Okay, a little faster.
So, point that I'm making is that yes, we're programmed, and there's shit that's happening that we're being programmed for, that has been going on for generations, and then there's things that have changed from generation to generation. Like 3 generations ago, they weren't programming their kids the same way as we do today. We program our kids, wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, things like that. We program our children. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. If you have a child, you got to program it. Otherwise, it's a little animal living out in the forest. But
But
Our
okay,
programming,
but ultimately,
oh,
you believe everybody can
Let
be
me finish. Let
everyone
me
can
finish.
be programmed. There's no one that is not being programmed and reprogrammed
constantly.
by feedback, because our brain is looking for something new and something different, consequences, and
Yeah.
and giving
So-
something good, getting something
So, like, what
bad.
you believed was moral and good when you were maybe 10, you probably, or you should have evolved with experience and time, consequences, and like just observation. And then, of course, you got the media influence and the cultural influence, and that can change your morals and values and actions over time.
The main thing, let's say I'm looking from the perspective of the person that's wanting to program humanity. Their main problem that they have is that our programming is very strong between age 0 to 7, and then after that there's another set of programming, but that 0 to 7 really sets a lot of things, like also the way we observe our parents, who were also programmed differently. So
if they program the teachers and they program the parents,
they'd have to program the most important
very,
is the
very
parents.
strongly, then you can program the children.
The most important is the parents. The next important is the parents of your child's friend. So that actually
okay, but that's into the weeds.
It's going into the weeds, but whatever. You have to program everything, and you can't just go like from our generation, we're going to program everything. No, it doesn't work that way. It's a very long-term thing, and we have been programmed for sure. And I
know what you're trying to say. There's certain, you want to say there's certain races who are like this. They're just born that way. I don't believe that. I mean, I believe there's obviously different intelligences. Of course, we have that within all populations. There's different intelligences, but all intelligences can be programmed unless you were incredibly low intelligence, where like you can't even think or remember what you thought if you did think for a second. Outside of them, and in fact, the more you think and the more you think about how you think, and the more you re-examine stuff, the more programmable.
I just need to say something here. This isn't racist. This isn't racist. This is statistically supported. Okay, this is statistically supported. There are certain nations out there, sub-Saharan areas.
God.
If you look at IQ maps, right, where up until I think it was early in the 1980s or late in the 1970s, we in the West, in an effort to not look like we're racist and to not look like we're being bigots. No, because if you look up the word retard, if you look at what
Daemon, this is a little bit much for a
no, it's not a little bit much. No, dude, this is actually a fact. This is actually, you can look it up. There was a quantifiable way to measure what does it mean if somebody is clinically recognized as being retarded, right?
Oh my God.
And it was of an IQ below a certain threshold. And unfortunately, it was that there were literally countries.
We all know about like IQ stuff. This is not something that I want to talk about on my platform.
Okay.
I don't want to get into that stuff. I don't like there's other places if you guys want to talk about that stuff.
No, I'm just saying it's related to what you were saying though, because you're talking about how these people can be programmed, because you can trust them to do something, to make choices that are in their own best interests. And to do that, you have to have a functional level of intelligence to some degree. And what I'm saying is that we realized long ago when we studied this, what is their functional intelligence level and when can they be trusted to act in their own best interests to give those predictable behavior responses. I'm telling you that there's entire areas in the world where people don't measure up to that threshold. And what we've done is we've fucked up the system, because to try and be tolerant and to try and look nice, we said, oh, there's entire areas where their IQ level is that of somebody who is literally retarded. They are not
Okay,
functional people.
Damon. I don't really want to talk about this topic, but since
Okay.
we're here, have you ever thought like if you judge a fish by how fast it can fly, it's not going to measure up to a bird, and every human being is developing in their specific environment to survive, base level, just to survive, not even to thrive, just to survive long enough to make the next series of humans. So not everybody needs to be at such a high level of anything, so that you cannot judge someone who's in a city what they need to be mentally. Like, they need to be a great public speaker. They need to be very fit because
Okay.
there's a lot of competition, a lot of people. They need to be this, they need to be that. As someone who lives in the middle of nowhere in the country where there's not a lot of competition, not a lot of people, they can be overweight. They can, not be that intelligent. They don't have to be that well-spoken. They don't have to be that, like, their criteria for survival is going to be different everywhere you go.
So you're saying that you're basically, it seems like you're trying to say that we need to understand that the reason why we might see some of these differences is because everybody's a product of their environment, right?
Yes.
But that doesn't actually work out. No, that doesn't actually apply to what you're saying, because, okay, if you talk about things like arranged marriages, right? People tend to think, no, exactly. Your response there proves it. You think it's some kind of backward ideology.
Well,
you
I
think
didn't
it's
say it like that. I just don't think like this has anything to do with consumerism and overconsumption. But all right.
Well, it actually does, because it's talking about how society works, why it works the way it works, to the benefit of us or to the detriment of us. And again, what the way it works into especially consumerism is there's a reason why it was done. And it was done actually to have the best possible outcomes in the next generation, right? If you think about people settling in an area, okay, there's a new tribe that comes into this land and they've got a plot of land, they've got a whole area that they can now settle, right? But there's only, let's say, 2 families, right? If you look at, if you have an understanding that the further away the branches of the family tree that are mating, the better outcomes you have of a healthy offspring. But if you're mating on a very kind of limited family tree, you're going to have offspring that have got defects, right? This is why arranged marriages happened, because they wanted to have healthy offspring. They were like, look, no, you can't marry that person. Now, the younger people didn't always understand why, but the elders understood, no, if you want to have healthy offspring, you need to marry this person from a very far removed family, okay? There were other people who had more corrupt thinking, though, later on. The institution of arranged marriages was prevalent in their society, but they were like, no. We don't want to make it about healthy offspring. We want to make it about securing wealth. So we're going to keep money in the family. And then you have messed up offspring. You need to have the people in charge working for the betterment of the community. That's what I'm trying to say. And earlier on, when we were talking about capitalist systems, they realized how to game the system of capitalism. And now we are being sold shit that is not good for us. And the people that are buying the products are not buying products that are quality products. We used to understand, or we used to have the idea of, I want to buy something that's good quality. So I'm going to buy the most expensive thing I can buy. And people quickly realized that. So they made a product seem like it was high quality just by charging a lot for it. And idiots bought it. So again, going into consumerism, there's many, many ways that the system will try and fuck you over. Because like you said, people are programmable. But it's not so much about people are programmable. People are easily identified as to how they make the decisions they make. You don't really need to program people to do things that you want them to do. You can just figure out how and why they do the things that they do. Why do they make the decisions that they make? And you don't need to convince them to make a different decision. you can just capitalize off of the decisions that they're making anyway. And that's what many people are doing now. They're like, I know that these are the decisions that they're going to make, and that's going to result in these outcomes. So I'm going to capitalize based on the outcomes that the majority of people are going to do.
Can we move on?
Okay.
Play the video.
Okay, so we are done with today's topic. Now, just for no reason, I'm going to show Daemon who the wizard Liz is. This is like something that is on the internet, that it's some girl who is, I guess she's like online famous. I did not know who she was before this happened. And she was dating someone or whatever, like that she met online, and he knew she had a lot of money and was very into like, you know, like leveling up type of stuff, like date a rich dude or whatever. So I think like he pretended, or maybe he like got some money from somewhere, whatever. Like he just started dating her and like buying her stuff and making himself look very successful. I don't know if he is or isn't. I don't think he is. But basically, like he knew like that's what she liked because of her content. So he did that to get her. And then he tried to get her pregnant as soon as possible after starting to date her. And like, you know, saying they were going to get married, blah, 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 the whole thing, right? This is allegedly from the internet, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't follow it. I didn't follow the beginning part. But anyways,
Just the clip notes.
just the TikTok clips. Anyways, so then she gets pregnant, I think within 3 months of them being together.
Wow.
And then, but like they're like gonna get married, all this stuff. She already had like the ring and all that stuff. Anyways, so
Her ring is pretty blown out now.
While she's pregnant, he ends up cheating on her when she's 4 months pregnant, and then tells her about it. And I think she was streaming when he told her, or something like that, like something weird, right? That it was like available for people to listen to.
My man.
Oh, shut up. So basically he's very calm about it. He's like, yeah, I cheated on you, whatever. And he didn't even seem like he seemed very monotone, very like robotic about it. And she's crashing out. Obviously, she's pregnant. She's going to crash out, whatever. Then she finds out that his mom, when she was pregnant, his dad cheated on her too. But for whatever reason, the mom stayed. And I guess he thought like, you know, like this was okay then. I don't know. Some shit like that. So whatever. But
is this the video you're going to show us?
This is just her.
Where she gets told.
Okay. I have to tell you a little bit more about the story. So then I think she's from, I don't know, like maybe Russia or like a Slavic nation. I don't know. I'm guessing. I think she is. So she's not a U.S. citizen. So she's pregnant. She ends up having the baby in the U.S. I don't believe they're married. So anyways, he ends up somehow getting like her visa canceled. So she's just gave birth. She has to leave the States, go back to her country.
Well, wait, I thought she had an anchor baby.
That doesn't work anymore. They got rid of that before. And they're not married. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So, but she was only pregnant because she thought they were going to get married. So whatever. So now he's holding the child against her, saying that she has to give him like millions of dollars if she wants to see her baby again or whatever. And he's trying to extort her. But she's just like completely changed, where she's like, go ahead and keep the child, because obviously she has no option. She cannot go in and fight because she's not a U.S. citizen. Her attorney even like said there's nothing that they could do because she has no rights to the child, because I guess the new laws or whatever. So she's just like, I'm never going to pay you anything. You can raise the child. And now you're a single dad, whatever. And she's online crashing out using all like the red pill stuff that like the boys say online. against them by like switching it. And I think it's hilarious in a sad, like, this is an unfortunate situation, blah, 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 disclaimer, unfortunate situation. But it is kind of funny. And I just wanted to show you.
It is sad that there's a kid stuck in the middle of this fucking disaster.
Yeah, but
like, at the same time, like, wait, does the dad genuinely want to have this kid though?
I don't think so. I think he had it really does. Obviously, we don't know, but it seems from the outside he strategically searched her out, did what he think he would have to do to get her to commit to him, and he wanted to trap her, baby trap her, so that he can then extort her for money.
So, are you saying that you think that his original plan was that
yes,
he still wanted to get her out of the picture, but have the child and have her pay for the child?
Daemon, he wants the money. He can.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is that he trapped her with the baby, though, right?
Yes, because you cannot leave someone, like as easily if you don't have.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm trying to say is that he also did the thing of telling her that he cheated on her. So, what was the point of that? Was that to try and get her out of the picture, and he holds on to custody of the kid? Because you said he cheated on her, and then he got her visa revoked. So it seems like he wanted to get rid of her, but have the baby, but then also have her pay child support.
Yes, I think like that was his plan. That he can forever hold, like that she would have zero rights to the kid, so that every time she wanted to see him, she would have to give him money. And she would basically have the ultimate power to ask for as much money whenever he wanted, if she wanted access to the kid.
So now that she's just like, well, fuck you, then have the kid. I'm not going to be involved in the kid's life.
Yeah.
So either he's going to hold on to the kid out of spite, even though he's going to be miserable and that's going to fuck up the kid's life, or he's going to just end up giving the kid back to her.
I mean, obviously, those are the options, but like, it is interesting seeing like how it all plays out, because I do know, I do have some guy friends that are very much like, I just want to marry a rich woman and never have. I don't care if she's hideous. I don't care if she's like. I've had guy friends tell me stuff.
Cheeks. You can say it. Hey, say his name. It's cool. We love him. We love Cheeks.
Yeah, but like it's just like, I don't know. It's just like a different thing. Anyways, so. Also, I find her and her sister hilarious, and they're like roasting men in general because they're scorned and pissed off. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, sorry. I was just going to say, it's funny, like the way you described it, that at the end of the day, this is, or it seems like, especially because you said like, Slavic or Russian chick who's went with this guy because he was kind of, showing that he's got all this money and shit, or at least giving the illusion that he does.
She is incredibly wealthy on her own.
Yeah, but the thing is that at the same time, she obviously picked him because of the wealth that he kind of seemed to show that he has.
Yeah.
And she wanted to get to America and have the whole visa thing and situation being there.
I think she was already working here.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, it'd be hilarious if it was just that she's a gold digging whore who got played, and now she's crying about it and being.
No, actually, he's the gold digging hoe.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Fun. But it could just be that both of them are, and he just played her better.
Yes, but if she just lets him keep the child, then she ultimately played him the best.
That.
Okay. Anyways,
these men.
Unless he sells the kid on the black market.
What? Okay.
I said unless he just sells the kid on the black market, then.
Okay. Tell me if you can hear this. I don't know.
Why am I scrolling on TikTok? And I'm seeing positions that you took pictures of that I didn't even ever see from my partners that I was in a relationship with. I have never seen this angle, and I don't understand why you thought about uploading that on TikTok. Because I'm shocked, Like, why are they posting these pictures?
No, but men will go to the gym and then
then suddenly like they're
Suddenly
a whore.
become a
They're a
whore.
whore. They're whores. Like any angle you see, you're like, damn, I've never seen this angle before. But why do I need to see that? I didn't ask for this.
Okay, that one was not enough. Here we go.
Men are so ugly. After 25, they start balding. Why? If women would start balding after 25, they would burn us.
Men
Like they used to
after
with the witches.
25 are expired. You're a dinosaur.
Why do you start balding? Why?
Why are you 26?
Yeah, that's also a
Talking to
good
me.
question. That's a good question. 18 till 26. Perfect. No, 25.
No, 25. 26 is old.
The year
As
that
a man,
the year
26
that a
you
man
turn 26.
the year that a man turns 20, men are so ugly. After 25, they start.
So basically, she's just crashing out against the whole gender.
It's like his
She
mom.
could do it. She could do it in a more believable way. I think the problem is that she's trying to do it as harsh as men do it when men talk about
Yes.
women.
Even
Yes.
But when men say that shit about women, it's kind of unfortunately true. But when women, when they're saying this shit about men,
even
they're
with my
not
ex,
really.
like his mother got
Ugh. Okay. Go on, sorry. I mean, I think they're both true in different ways.
Well, yes, I suppose. I mean,
It's both true. Look, I don't think, you know.
yeah, men do get bored, and some of them do get bored, especially with the amount of kids today that are like trying to take fucking, testosterone and shit, like stuff that's going to make you age faster and bald quicker. But
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, okay, but there's women at 25 who start getting a fucking mustache, and it's just like,
Yeah, but
that's bad.
I think it happens at third grade, Daemon, for a lot of them. I don't think, like, so what are we talking about here? Anyways, moving on.
cheated on when she was pregnant with my ex, when she was 4 months pregnant. What did my ex do? He did exactly the same thing to me. They don't look at like these mothers suffering and think, oh, poor mom. No, they think I'm going to do exactly the same thing to you because you allowed it. That's what they think. Also, like everyone is like, oh yeah, poor child, this and that. No, he should have closed his legs maybe. Yeah. He shouldn't have wanted a child with me so fast. He should have seen the red flags in me. Then he wouldn't be a single dad. Yeah. Even with my
Come on,
I don't
that's a pretty
think
good
this
one.
is. I don't think this is making her look as good as she thinks it is.
I don't think she cares, but I think he
No, I
should have
think she
seen the
really
red
does.
flags.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be doing this if she didn't care. Like, I think somebody needs to, like, in a nice way, not to try and trigger her even more. But when she's going on these videos, somebody just needs to comment to her, like, you shouldn't be stressing like this. It's going to age you prematurely.
Oh my
It's going to,
God.
like, well, no, it will. It will. Like, you already have a busted out vagina. You don't need
Oh
to
my
look like it
gosh.
on your face as well.
Jesus. Oh,
No, but like, mom body is hard to bounce back from.
did it? Am I at a delay?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
why is the G spot in their ass? Question for the chat.
Guys, imagine having a G. I'm just gonna say, imagine having a G spot in your ass and you can't touch it.
Why is the G spot in their ass?
Come on. That's hilarious. She is mad. No?
Yeah, I just look at it as another way. This is the whole queerification of men thing. It's not a fucking G spot. It's not. This is something that gays say, and it's to try and promote gayness. It's just trying to like encourage the queerification of young men.
So you've tested it out and you found it to be false?
No, I just know that it's not a G spot. I know that it is. It's not.
What would you call it then?
It's not a fucking G spot.
So it doesn't do anything. Can
It's just
anyone in the chat confirm that it doesn't work?
Okay, yeah.
It's
Go
a myth.
ahead, guys.
It's a mythological spot.
Come on, chat. Somebody, please be the first to out yourself.
Do you think? Wait, hold on, Daemon. Is this gay dude propaganda to turn straight dudes gay so they have more options?
It's just we know that there is a mass psyop to try and turn young men gay.
So according to you, like, there's no way it's up in there.
It's not a G spot. It's not like what? Okay, what is the female G spot?
I don't think we have one, to be honest. I don't have one.
Just like a high concentration bundle of nerves that, if you stimulate it, is going to make a woman basically like more likely to come. It's going to, and it's there. We know it's there. It does work. But you're going to try and tell me that, like, you know, if you reach into some dude's ass around the corner, around the prostate area, there's an area where you're going to get him to have an orgasm. Maybe if he's gay, he's going to enjoy you doing that.
Do you think that, like, the male G spot is the same as the female G spot? Like,
hell no. Hell no.
What the heck?
Hell no. Of course it's not.
I think we're on to something. We're on to something.
It's just gay propaganda.
And it's
just
gay
gay
propaganda that, like, you know, if you, like, go around the corner.
No.
It's gay propaganda. It's gay. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay. So what are you crushing? Good times. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
Your mother's a dumb bitch. Yes, a very dumb bitch. Yeah. The fact that she doesn't tell you that it's not okay to take a son from their mother. Your mother has failed. She's a fucking loser. Yeah, as a mother, you are like, you guys don't understand. Men are so ugly. After 25, they start balding. Why? If women would start balding after 25, they would burn us.
Men
they
after 25 are expired. You're a dinosaur.
Why do you start balding? Why?
They read one book and then they act like they wrote it for the rest of their lives.
The same book women read when they were 12 years old.
They will say something that I thought when I was 2 years old. Yeah. When they're fucking 35.
Yeah. And you will have to sit there and pretend like, wow.
Jesus Christ, after listening to these women talk, I don't want to start looking for my G spot now and see if it actually does work.
I agree.
These two fucking harpies are going to turn straight when gay.
Look.
I've had to watch these videos.
I know, it's been nonstop.
Unprovoked.
It's been like nonstop on my TikTok algorithm. But like sometimes they say, I can't find the really good ones, but some of them, they're so hilarious that I start crying a little bit because I'm laughing so hard. And Steven's like, I don't get it. I do not understand this.
Yeah, that's because women don't know comedy.
Okay, let's see.
If you owe me money, yeah, why are you getting fat? I do not want you to gain any weight if you owe me money. You better be starving. No, really, like, why is all of a sudden this person getting fat?
We saw a video.
Are you eating my money? You still owe me money.
Guys, imagine being indebted to someone and you're asking them for more money.
Guys, even funnier. So this guy sabotages my visa, and now that I can't get into the United States, this guy immediately gets primary custody because I can't do anything. I can't get my child out of the United States. My lawyer literally fucking ghosted me, and he also told me it's like impossible. So he literally, like, because of that, he's like, oh, now you're gonna have to pay $5,000 to $10,000 a month in child support.
We have something for you.
Child support? No. You want child support? Bring. This is my bag, yeah? We're gonna look for child support. Where's child support? Here's child support. Talking about donuts.
I don't know if that's like a...
That's the middle finger.
Is in what language? In what country?
I mean...
An immigrant.
We're not allowed to talk about
Okay, don't say it. Don't say it then. Don't say it then. I don't care.
Italy,
I know.
I think.
Okay, maybe. I don't think she's Italian, but okay.
No, she's not Italian. That accent, it's a lot of different European countries.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Balding after 25. Why?
I think we already saw that one. Let's see what else we got here.
Turkey. Damon, you've got
And you guys-
around.
No, he
She's
hasn't
not.
been around
She's
that
not fat enough to be Turkish. She's I think she looks like. Yeah, she does look like maybe Czech.
I don't think Bulgarian.
Do you
No,
want to like take bets?
Bulgarian women
I'll
look
look
a
it
little bit more busted than that.
She's very slim. With
Yeah.
but, I mean, she could have also had a lot of plastic surgery in her face too. Those noses look manufactured,
Yeah.
and the lips are manufactured.
She's from Belgium.
Belgium?
Oh, right.
No,
That
she
does
is
not sound like a Belgian
That
accent
is
at all.
not a Belgian accent. No, that's bullshit. Absolutely not.
That's some kind of like Eastern Bloc, like Hungarian or like, yeah, that's not.
Even possibly Romanian.
Yeah.
Okay, she was born in Antwerp,
Antwerp.
Belgium, and she's
Antwerp?
and she's Islamic. People assume she is Chechen or Azerbaijani, but so I feel like
That
people are
sounds like
guessing
bullshit.
Belgium. Oh, she's an American Belgian
No,
model.
She's not.
Yeah?
She's not even American, so that's not it. That can't be her.
Belgian descent.
She can't. She's not Belgian.
That is not Belgian. Unless she was born in Belgium but then grew up somewhere else. That's not a Belgian accent.
Belgians sound French. Maybe Bulgarian.
Mm.
I could see Bulgarian
Yeah.
for sure, but Belgian, no, they sound French. I know several Belgians personally.
Well. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see this one.
guys think that this is a joke and stuff. It's really not.
It's
like
a problem.
any gay man I have met is sleeping with straight men that have children, that have
Are
wives.
married.
You know, when women, they
Have you
come
known
online and they're
voice?
like, yeah,
Known stuff
my
like
husband,
that?
15 years, he left me because he found out that he was gay and all these things. And these women can't even say anything about that because if they say something, everyone is going to attack her for being homophobic.
Yeah.
But
Her
why did this bitch
accent-
waste her time?
Yeah.
Do we ever
Her
think about
accent
that?
sounds like
Yeah,
she
literally.
speaks. Her accent sounds like certain Arabic women who speak Farsi. It sounds a little
Yes.
bit.
She is was
She sounds
raised
Iranian.
Islamic.
She sounds.
I
She's
maybe her father might be from
also
Azerbaijan.
those nose jobs are the kind of nose jobs that Iranian women get, where they want it kind of squeezed and pointed.
Oh my
It's.
Oh, she doesn't have an Iranian accent. No.
No.
It sounds a little. It does sound like she speaks Arabic. Like it does. It does sound like that.
Oh,
though.
She
Yeah,
does
I-
speak.
I-
She's
I-
no. She speaks Arabic and she lives in Dubai now.
She does have, yeah, there's these endings of certain words that like
yeah, like that.
I understand. Yeah, I could see that. And they have also their A's like a little bit longer. Like a yapping dog.
Okay, let's not insult an
No,
entire
no.
culture,
It's
shall we?
difficult.
Yeah, they sound a bit masculine. Yeah, but it's kind of.
Okay. This is the last one. I promise.
Are they all mouth breathers?
Why are you stealing all our oxygen?
You're walking around stealing everyone's oxygen.
Where's Peter?
Like everyone is talking about AI is not good for nature, but these mouth breathing ass men outside just taking everyone's oxygen.
There's
You guys-
trees.
Why are they all mouth?
Okay.
Why are they all?
So look, you gotta admit, every husband we know needs to be on a what's that thing at night?
Husband.
A
CPAP machine.
CPAP. The pap smear.
No.
I was gonna say they all need to be on a pap smear.
It's not just the husband.
Oh, yeah.
No. I think just about every human.
Smearing their male G spot. Yeah.
Take a CPAP, a pap
Just-
smear, shove it up their nose.
Yeah. Look,
Smell the roses.
I'm just saying. Every
That's
dude.
not just dudes. No, women too.
Okay,
You know how
but
many
if
women.
you
I-
had okay,
oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
look it up. Who needs more CPAP machines, men or women?
No,
No.
There's
Just
not a
who
more
do you?
issue.
That's what we're doing. Is it men or women? I think it's men.
I think there is a massive issue with people sleeping, and they think snoring is okay.
Oh
If you
my gosh.
snore, you have an obstruction issue. You need to fix it. But they all think that they're perfectly fine, and they're sleep maxing, and they're not truly sleep maxing.
Hold on. Men or women CPAP? Men.
Men more.
Thank you.
But it
They
does not
can't
mean
breathe.
women also can't breathe. Also, you can't go. This is not a sex. It's not a sex thing. It's not. It's absolutely not.
I think that we shouldn't really be making CPAP machines.
We should just let them go, Daemon.
No,
Just
Yeah.
let them go in their sleep.
No, but okay, I'm not for. I work in healthcare, right? So I don't believe that, and also religious wise, I don't think that euthanasia is the answer. Like, I don't think that we should be euthanizing people, but all as I'm trying to say is
let nature take its course.
Yeah, when you get to the point where, because we know, but we know how the chronic obstructive breathing issues work. You're basically so fat that all of the neck fat and everything else, the weight on your chest, is basically suffocating you. When you're trying to sleep at night, the weight of your own body on your neck and on your chest is basically stopping you from breathing until you desaturate and you just die. So I think that when it gets to the point where your own body is trying to choke you out and kill you, you subconsciously are trying to self-delete. So I think we should just let these people go.
Just like what happened in Egypt.
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. No, we're not allowed to. No, stop. Anyways, moving on. So they're calling the female red pill, which is like all the stuff she's saying because she's crashing out, the pink pill. I think it's hilarious. I think
it should be pill of the month.
No. I think it's hilarious.
I think they should call it the red spill.
Oh my god.
Or the tampon.
Okay, stop. Okay, you guys, pink pill was fine.
No, that's got to be better than pink. I mean, men are trying to take back pink.
Well, men have red, so yeah, we don't need any more colors. There's enough colors. Anyways, I think it's hilarious. What's the big deal? I think it's funny. You guys don't think it's funny?
Pink pill? No.
It just, you know what? I don't think it's okay. There's only one woman that can do comedy, and it's Leonardo Joni. She's basically got an honorary penis. So we give her access there. We'll recognize her as a dude. But Leonardo Joni is the only woman who can do comedy. She's an outlier. But no other women. I haven't listened to any other women where I think they're funny. Maybe a little bit Taylor Tomlinson, but she's mentally ill. She genuinely has got issues.
That's uncomfortable for me to watch.
What, Taylor Tomlinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's mentally ill. But I think that's the only reason why she's funny is because she's nuts. She's legit nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But Leonardo Joni, that's a dude. When I listen to her jokes, I'm like, this must be a dude. And then when I saw that it was a chick, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how long has she been female for? And it turns out that she was born female.
Hermaphrodite.
Amazing.
I knew it.
Look, you never know these days, so you can't really go by that.
Maybe she's got a really big clit. I don't know.
Anyways, we're moving on. It's like we can't have one stream that is safe.
You said stream.
What do you mean?
That is like not cancelable.
What, us?
Like all of this will be pulled up in court.
Why?
I'm just saying. Anyways,
we didn't say any lies. Everything we said is factually accurate.
Anyways, It was
And everything that we said are the thoughts and feelings and opinions of Kat solely.
No.
She has complete
No.
ownership. She agrees with everything we say.
They're
This
all
is how she feels.
they're all Damon's thoughts and prayers and feelings and desires.
I'm just a guest here. I'm just a guest.
Oh my gosh.
We're in a
I
lucid
say
dream.
what she tells me to say.
We're in a Daemon dream.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah. So what about this dream?
Yeah, I
Kat
forgot
apparently
about that.
had a dream about me. I'm sorry, Steve. Like,
You had a dream about him? What
I had
was
a
this?
dream with Daemon and Teriak. So this was a dream.
Oh,
what
I already
the fuck? Look, okay, no, we don't want to get cancelled. We do not. We don't want your stream to get taken down, Kat.
What's going on?
Okay, so like in dreams, things will be happening and it doesn't make sense, but you just make it make sense. You're like, I guess this is normal.
Just stuff
Right?
splashing everywhere.
Yeah, like I don't know, the house is on fire. You're like, this is how normal houses are. They're on
Teriak
fire.
was
You just kind
screaming.
of move on. Okay, so
Daemon
anyways,
was
no speaking. I'm gonna explain it, and then you guys can talk. So,
But it was a threesome, though, before we move forwards. Like, there's
Stop.
3 of us. There
absolutely
was
not.
3.
Okay, so I had this dream that like I'm in my house, I'm cleaning in the house, I'm just doing normal stuff, and then
I love how she knows that even in her dream, what Teriak expects her to be doing.
You got to speak like you're the Reverend.
stop.
I had a dream.
Stop. No. Okay, no talking
fine.
with you two. Just wait till
I had
I'm
a
done.
dream.
Okay,
Women
so
cleaning the house.
So I'm cleaning, organizing, whatever. I see Mini Cat running around. I don't pay attention. I'm like, whatever, doing my thing. And then I see Teriak.
Great mother there.
Whatever. I see Teriak like sitting in the living room or something like that. And I look and I'm like, what the? And then I assume, oh, he must be in town or something, and we let him stay with us. That's it. I just probably forgot. We just let him stay with us. That's why he's here. So I ignore him because I think like I'm still pissed at him, right? So like I'm letting him stay here because I'm a nice friend, even though he has pissed me off.
Does he have a pile of peanuts next to him?
Probably. He's eating steak and peanuts. I don't know. So whatever. And then like the weird thing about it, like I don't talk to him. I'm just pretending he doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. Going about my day doing stuff. And then Mini Cat, of her own free will, goes and cooks Teriak food, right?
Was it peanut butter?
I don't know, like a steak or something. And then she gives it to him and then he eats it. And like I'm in the room, like cleaning something else or organizing something like on the other side of the room so I can hear them. She gives him the food. He thanks her for it. And he goes, sweetheart, I would much rather prefer that your mother made this for me, but thank you so much. And then I get pissed. I'm like, why would he want me to cook for him? I am being nice enough to let him stay in my house while he's on vacation. This ungrateful little leprechaun, right? So anyways, I'm pissed off, right? But I don't say anything to him. So who do I call? Daemon. I called Daemon to tell him about my problems. Like, can you believe this little shit leprechaun expected me to cook for him when I'm letting him stay at my house? He could just go and get some food. Why do I have to let him stay at my house and cook for him? I'm not his freaking slave, right? So I'm going off on you like that.
Going on. Yes.
Whatever. And then Daemon just goes to me on the phone. He's like, what do you mean? Of course he expects you to cook for you're his wife. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I go to Daemon. I'm like, I'm married to Steve. And then Daemon goes, who's Steve? And then I'm like, who I'm married to. And then Daemon goes, no, are you cheating on my friend Teriak with some guy named Steve? And I'm like, no, I am not married to Teriak. I am married to Steve. And then Daemon's like, I'm starting to get scared for you. There is no one named Steve. You're actually married to Teriak. You know that, right? And I'm like, that's impossible. So I go back into the living room, whatever. I look at him. I'm disgusted. And then I look at Mini Cat and she has freckles. And then I realize something is very wrong. And I pass out.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, not my child with freckles.
I love how she says that. Like, I find out that my child is disabled. Like, oh God, it's like she said that like she just saw that her child's got a cancer diagnosis or something.
She can't go out in the sun. Mommy, the sun hurts. It hurts.
It's like, my baby, your soul is gone. Like, oh shit.
But it was like too realistic.
So you realized that Teriak's your husband then?
No, I realized that I'm racist against Irish people. In my deep unconscious. Because of my experience with one leprechaun, I hate them all.
You can't judge a culture
By
and a
their
country
freckles?
by one person who happened to have a bad day.
So wait, Steve, at the beginning of this, when she started telling us, it sounded like you didn't know about this. Was this the first time you heard about this?
No, she had told me about it.
She had told you. Okay, good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what did you think when I first told you?
Well, that explains why she was so pissed off at me that day.
I wasn't pissed off at you.
No, I'm joking. I just thought she was losing her mind.
What? What
Can I just, Steve, can I just let you know, because I don't know if you've realized this, but the absolute fucking gold mine that you're sitting on right now. Because if it had been you that had a dream about being married to some other chick, Kat would be making you pay for this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
For so fucking long.
It's
So
Daemon. It was clearly a nightmare for me.
No, Kat. It does not matter. You cheated on your husband
I
in a
didn't
dream.
do anything.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't even cook the leprechaun dinner.
Did
You had a fucking baby with another dude in your dream.
That had freckles. And who knows?
Right? So I hope, Steve, that you make her jump through every fucking hoop you possibly can for as long as possible. You need to milk the shit out of this. Milk that titty dry. Like, get everything you can out of this. You need to make her pay for this. Enjoy it.
I don't see the
Cat, you whore. Like,
I can't believe you. Stay down there. Keep going. I'm not finished.
Okay, shut up. Oh my God.
Yeah,
This is why we can't have conversations.
she needs to puke on it.
Shut up.
Oh,
Oh my God, you guys this is inappropriate for a children's program.
We were going to show this to
Stop.
the whole school. No,
it's still more appropriate than what the Democrats show kids in school. It is.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I don't know if I told you this. It's very inappropriate, but you know,
okay. Let's see.
not in the way that you guys are inappropriate. It's a bad joke. I told you guys how my first boyfriend was a ginger, right?
Okay.
Okay. So when I told my mom I was dating him, did I tell you what she said?
Yes. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yes, you did.
So she said, and you're attracted to him. And I'm like, yeah. and then she's like, oh, and then she goes, oh, honey, I mean, to each their own. And she says this to me. And I'm like, you can't say that. And then she's like, I don't know. I'm just thinking about my future grandchildren because of you, they're going to be short. Because of him, they're going to be freckled with red hair. And then she's like, just imagine you're going to be at the beach one day and they'll be like, Mommy, why does my skin burn?
Oh, God.
What else did she say?
She's like, Mommy, why does my skin burn?
She says, my skin is burning.
I wish you would have tested your mother with all of the types of people out there. Like, if you told her, hey, Mom, I got a new boyfriend, he's black, and then just see what she said.
And he's
What are you going to do? What are you going to do when your kid gets arrested at the age of 5?
She's just like, go through all the stereotypes with each of them.
What are you going to do when the dad leaves you before you give birth? You're like, yeah, but mom, the kid will be able to be on the beach without burning up. But no, you should still test your mom on that. I think you should ask her, just be like, hey, things are kind of not going
Would
well
you
with
rather
Steve.
take your kids to the beach or to where?
Or to prison.
Oh my God, it's so terrible. Well, whatever. Look, I really think I had no idea people even like didn't like the Irish people until she said that. I was like, what? Because I always thought freaks were cool.
What about the potato holics?
I found that out recently. Oh yeah, before my dream, I was watching like a documentary short thing on like in the Victorian times, all the racist terms that they would give the Irish people, and one of them was potato holics. So that's probably like the last thing that I was watching before I went to sleep. God.
Jeez.
See, this TikTok is ruining your dreams. Ruining it.
So I got to say, right? In the past couple of weeks, I came across, actually, kind of literally came across 3 different chicks who were ginger, and I've never been into ginger chicks. Like never. I've kind of been. I wasn't like completely against them, but I'd never found them attractive. And I was at a friend's birthday party where I ended up hooking up with one chick who was ginger, like very ginger. And I was kind of like thinking in the middle of it, I was like, this is kind of doing it for me. I think I kind of like ginger chicks. I was like, what the fuck's going on with me? And
I like watching her blood move through her body.
Looking like one of those fish that's kind of see-through. Like,
transparent. Look, Mom, I'm probably with the transparent.
no, she wasn't. She wasn't that bad.
So an Irish tan.
But no, she was actually, I don't know. It was kind of like porcelain skin. Yes, very pale, but not like translucent. It was like she did have that, and the redness was kind of like dark red, but natural dark red. And then like 2 weeks after that, there was I met up with a friend of mine. We went to this local bar, and the daughter of the owner, who manages the place, was ginger, and I kind of never really paid that much attention to her. I always thought like she had an amazing body, but something happened that night, and we started talking, and then it kind of like we just kind of hit it off, and she asked if I wanted to stick around for a lock-in, and we ended up getting together. And she was again ginger, and I didn't like make a move or anything on her because she was ginger, but I then suddenly realized, well, shit, this is the second time in a month that I'm hooking up with
like
a ginger
when you're
chick.
gonna buy like a red car, you see only red cars on the street.
Yeah, I guess so. And then the last chick was a chick from work who I ended up. It started off really badly. We got off on the completely wrong foot, and then ended up just getting off. And she was also ginger. But yeah, it was like just really cool. See, and then now Ethan fucks it up by mentioning just pearly things, and yeah, she is terrible. She's just a freak.
Well, I mean, she's a little tall, but whatever.
Yeah, she talks.
You don't like the women when they start talking.
Kind of. When they talk like how she does, yeah.
It's too much. 10 seconds tops.
Oh God, no, but she is kind of mannish. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, anytime a woman is like in a position of like power or speaking for too much, they become like that. Because you kind of have to be.
No, I mean, she's got that kind of jaw that looks like she could take a punch. And she's just big, fucking big. That's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch.
Well, anyways, so yeah.
But there might be something, yeah, with ginger chicks. I think that's, yeah, there is something about them now. Yeah, there's something hot about them.
I think like if you live long enough, you'll see somebody hot of every color.
Well, don't push it that far.
I had a friend that
even an Asian, Daemon, you could find an Asian that's attractive.
Yes,
you can do it.
But
Yeah,
I had a friend.
so.
I had a friend that whenever he would be with the ginger, he said he needed a towel.
Okay.
He's needed every single one of them that he's been with. He needed a towel.
What is a towel? What?
It was a lot
Like
of
they're
fluid.
squirters.
Okay, stop. Okay,
Not-
this is
not
why you
that,
should not be
not
talking.
that, just-
I spaced
Wait,
out
okay,
for
wait
5
a second. Wait
seconds.
a
And
second.
you've
If
been
he said
talking
not
about
that,
fluids?
he said not that, then what is it if it's not that?
It was just a lot of fluid.
Okay, stop. This is not a proper conversation for a children's
This is the
show.
kind of thing that I want to know about, Kat. I'm learning shit here. Okay. So there, I
bring a
guess
towel.
I
Think of
guess there
Hitchhiker's
was.
Guide to the Galaxy. You need a towel.
See,
Lord
so
mercy.
the girls, the first two that I was with, were in their 20s, early 20s. The second one was in her early 30s. So I just assumed it was because they were younger. But actually, yeah, there was a lot there.
They also have like a low pain or a
They're-
high pain.
And they
tolerance.
were squirters.
Yeah,
Sorry, what did you say?
they have a high pain tolerance, so that's probably
Nah,
why you like
they were
them.
all crying.
Oh my god, so fucking annoying. Stop.
They were crying for other reasons.
God. Anyways, yeah. What is this? And I do have a sister. She's blonde. Doesn't look like me.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, no.
Surprisingly,
Kat's
like
mom got around.
Stop.
them.
Yes. On this show, these are my pants.
I wear Speedos. What?
Yes. On my show, he has to wear Speedos.
And on Daemon's show, From the Waist Down, which he has yet to do,
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
cooking show From the Waist Down. When is
Yeah.
it going to happen?
I don't know, Steve. I need some funding ahead of time.
Well, we could make that happen.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
well.
do it.
Okay.
With some
Anyways.
Russian chick.
We're gonna do it on what? Like on OnlyFans.
Yeah, you
Oh my gosh. Is that like allowed?
what, men? Of course, I wouldn't think so.
People want
Not
to see
just a
men?
Female.
Okay, who in the chat will subscribe to Daemon's only thing cooking show From the Waist Down? You will not see his face at any point. Everything else is fair game.
And it's cooking.
interested? Anybody interested? Just
So it's very risky. Burns could happen.
Very risque.
yeah, I mean, that's why
The
people are
French
watching.
style
They want to see
of
like if
risk.
any like they want you to strictly fry everything.
Okay, that's not that healthy, but okay.
We have a question. Will the camera angle be wide enough, Daemon?
I might have to buy one of those weird 360 cams.
Okay. Yes, men need to support men. I agree.
Thank
we
you.
have- we
So
have
I
one
love the
interest.
brotherhood.
Okay.
The brotherhood here. There we go.
Yeah.
And you
So
will need to wash the
Charles
towel
Darwin
that
will
you
also
use.
take it out.
Damon, during this, you'll have to wash the towel that you use later on the redhead on your abs. You have to scrub it against your abs.
okay, stop. What is this?
Wait, let me listen.
The 94%
Jesus.
is in here.
No, but you know,
See,
women
okay,
used
see,
to
this
go
is the
to a
thing.
river and they had this ribbed thing that they would scrub the towels.
Oh,
against.
like the washerwomen.
Yeah, the washerwomen. So you're going to be the washerman. You're going to use your abs to scrub the towel.
Is this your
Oh,
fantasy?
yeah.
Jesus.
That's okay. Yeah, this is men supporting men, Kat.
And then all the suds coming down. Yeah, it's
Yeah. just draining all of that ginger fluid on my abs.
right.
Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
we have a question, Damon. What will I say when you pass my subscriber count?
Oh, she's gonna start spurging like that Chechen woman or the ethnically ambiguous bitches that we didn't know about earlier.
Yes. Believe in
Gonna
yourself.
get
Want
pissed.
you to fry.
But it's cool. Then
expanding mold.
I'll invite Kat onto the show as well, like, and Steve. Be like, hey,
We can do it.
Oh God.
Thing
a
is, our
three-way
hanging
in the
spot,
kitchen.
because you're so tall. I mean, Kat's going to be eye level with.
Yeah. So Steve and I is going to be waist down, and Kat's just going to be like, yeah, she's going to be dodging cock either way.
Yeah, right. We turn. She's got a duck.
Oh God.
Read this one.
Yeah.
I love seeing two men work on an idea. Sad that someone tried to take it down. Shame on you, Kat.
Oh my God. Well. Oh God, 2 whites and a midget.
Yeah.
Oh,
TWM. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well,
when
anyway,
we finish cooking the food and we're trying it, we're just going to be handing it down to Kat like we're feeding a dog.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like, just like a hand going down.
You drop it into her mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, just get it to just be like the little pigeon opening its mouth. Like, yeah, just drop the food in.
I feel like this is inappropriate. Oh my God. Anyway.
Sounds like it's going to be a good idea. Sounds like that's going to work.
All right, and
also Kat's the perfect person to be feeding because she just eats all the time, and apparently that's what people like watching.
Yeah, she doesn't eat that much anymore.
Yeah, I've been
What
like
happened,
fasting.
She's been
I thought you
eating
said I've been fat, but then you said sting after the first bit.
fat sting.
Yeah. Fast.
Why have you been fasting, Kat?
Because when I fast for a certain amount of days,
5.
yes, my histamine problems go away for a long time.
What's histamine? Is it when you get soggy around the midsection?
Oh God. No, it's like when you get hives and stuff like that.
Hive
Itching,
swelling.
digestive issues,
Bingo wings.
puffy from like swelling, histamines,
Fat
like allergic feeling.
to food.
Yes, to food. I'm allergic to all food.
Did you have that dream about teriyaki when you were fasting?
What are the symptoms
No.
of your allergy to food? Is it that you get fat?
Shut the fuck up. You little shit. No, I will sometimes like I don't know what I'm.
You were
if I
going to
have-
say I swell up, weren't you? You were going to say
No.
that. You
No,
were going to say that.
No,
It's
I
all
wasn't.
swelling. It's all swelling.
It's
I
not
swear.
swelling. I just swell up with fat cells.
Oh my gosh. No, I will get like migraines, itching, hives, rage. All this fun stuff.
Rage at being fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see? Charles Darwin. Bingo wings and cankles.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
But look, the important thing is, I think it's just being in America because all my girlfriends have the same symptoms. They just take tons of pain medications and antihistamines. And I'm like trying to like do it natural.
Yeah. Just
The
eat
immune
less.
system does do a reset.
But then it seems like if when I fasted for 5 days, all my symptoms went away and all the foods that used to trigger me, I had no issues with, nothing. Can you be
Sorry, I'm just thinking about peanuts and
Okay,
steak
stop.
Didn't
Jesus Christ.
didn't trigger teriyaki.
I have no idea how he survives. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so like I would get all these I had nothing for like months after I fasted for 5 days, which was like enough to reset the immune system. But then whatever it is in the environment that's triggering me, I'm still exposed to it. So it built up over time. And then my immune system started attacking itself again. So then I have to do another 5 fast until it stops working again. And then do another 5-day fast.
I had some immune system issues, and I had to get patch tested, and they like basically couldn't find shit. They were like, we don't know what it is that's causing it. And when after Teriak convinced me to try going carnivore, the thing that I did before the carnivore thing was the lion diet.
Yeah.
I did that for 6 weeks. That fucking helped. Genuinely, that helped. Like, I felt I had like some pain in my ankle, one of my shoulders. I had a frozen shoulder, and some lower back pain, and pain in my knee. And this was all from like rugby and basketball. And literally all of that pain went away. Sorry?
Rugby basketball, is that a new form of basketball?
No, I said it was from rugby and basketball. So I dislocated the shoulder in basketball and messed up my ankles in basketball, and the knee in the back was from rugby. Mm-hmm. It was like for years, like stuff that was like gradually getting worse. Like the ankle issue was for like fucking 30 years. But yeah, no, honestly, all of the pain, significant like fucking improvement. Just within the first couple of weeks. So yeah, like that really helped. Like the lion diet really helped that. And then I gradually started reintroducing some other foods, but kept it carnivore. And only a few different kind of, there's some stuff outside of carnivore that I have, like certain vegetables, but all kind of like low carb stuff to just still keep it keto. And it's really helped.
Yeah, over the years I've done the lion diet, I've done carnivore, I've done low histamine diets, I've done like single food diets, I've done elimination diets, I've done, what is it, like the food IG something testing, whatever.
Okay.
I've done all those things.
Well, there's one you didn't do for an extended time, and that's breatharian. Have you heard of it?
That's just fasting. I'm sorry. That's just fasting while breathing.
I think the people doing it, they're eating off on the side. And they just say, I just get all my food from breathing. Just from breathing. I get all my nutrients from breathing. I'm in India. There's shit in there, but I just get it from breathing.
I mean, look, who knows at this point? If you're not stressed, I think you can live on air. If you don't move, you're not stressed.
No.
Maybe just for 40 days. Try it for 40 days. Jesus fasted for 40 days, and that guy had abs. So there you go.
Is that in the Bible? Did
he was
glorious?
40 days.
Abs.
He was ripped. It was in the Bible, yeah. They were literally like, verily I say unto thee that the Son of God had abs.
Oh my.
There you go.
I didn't get to
and
that
they
part.
were glorious.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
And all that looked upon him.
Oh my God. And we're like, damn, son.
Had envy.
Oh no.
And they too did 40 days and 40 nights. And all that looked upon them God
Okay,
bless.
okay. Anyways,
He looked at the apostle Simon Peter and he said, "Dost thou lift?" And
do you even live, bro?
they went to the glorious house of gains, and
They lifted loaves and wine.
Oh my gosh, that's the
When they
opposite.
didn't have wine, they turned water into wine and lifted that too. And
you
they
didn't know. So
truly
this is how you know. Like Kat tries to portray herself as, you know, living the good life, but she doesn't know that the Son of God was a gym bro.
Wow. I missed that part, I guess. But yeah, I feel like I did vegetarian for like 8 months and my symptoms have never been worse. But you go through like a 3-4 month where you're good and then like it just blows up. So like I would never be vegetarian or like that type of stuff. I don't think I ever did like full vegan or anything.
Nah, that makes you gay.
Yeah, for sure. But I could not handle that. It just made more histamines. Also, if you do like with meat, even for like the lion diet thing, it couldn't be aged. It had to be freshly processed. So I had to get it from a specific place. And then Stephen was very upset because that costs a lot of money. And if I'm only eating meat, I have to have like a pound a day or whatever to survive. Because that's the only food. And he was just like, look, we cannot afford for you to be on the lion diet. So you're just going to have to die.
This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Be fine now.
He's just like, look, we don't have Jordan Peterson money.
Just buy one of those. You've got that subscription service in the US.
Oh no.
We have that.
The
That's
meat
the reason.
box, the meat box thing where they just bring you meat.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's actually expensive. We get bougie steak from farmers market, grass fed, grass finished, regenerative, and we use reprovisions.
Oh, see, this is another thing where they're trying to convince people to waste money. You don't need that, okay? Honestly, you
Damon,
don't need
you
that.
have not been to the US. We do
No,
not
no.
have real food.
No, but hold up. This is the thing, right? There's a lot of people that have done tests recently just because they've seen how much more expensive it is in various parts of Europe and in America too, where you look at how if you buy what should be ruminant meat, but it doesn't actually grass, they feed it like with other shit instead. And obviously, yes, there's less nutritional value, and you have more nutritional value in those meat where it's grass-fed and grass-finished. But if you eat the regular non-grass-fed and non-grass-finished meat, if you buy just, let's say, kind of like, you know, beef or lamb or bison or whatever, if you buy that and you eat that, but you also have a half decent multivitamin, you're going to be just as good. You're going to be just as good because you're getting the good animal fats, you're getting the protein, and the multivitamin that you get once you have those animal fats in you. That's how you're going to have the absorption, and it's going to be okay. And it's more affordable to do it that way. And there's pretty much no difference.
Wait. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but if you are wanting to not deal with all that stuff, they cannot feed lamb anything but grass. So if you're out at a restaurant and you want grass-fed, it has to get lamb. You never can go wrong.
Yeah. I eat lamb, but the thing is that because of the way I want to balance my macros out, I also eat beef and I also eat chicken.
But the beef, so Reprovisions, they test their meat against conventional grass-fed and then conventional meat. Conventional meaning whatever it is
in the grocery store.
And their numbers, like, they don't have any of the contaminants, they don't have any of the junk in it. Even the
corn
grass-fed,
and soy, all that stuff is in all of them.
Has issues. Even the grass-fed has issues
in the grocery store.
So they're regenerative. They take farmland and they put natural grasses on it, different animals to like develop the soil and all.
Like
and they move it around. Crop cycling, and they train other farmers to do the same so that they're expanding. But there is a difference, like that. The meat is like, it doesn't smell rotten. When I smell ground beef or mince what you might call over there.
Mhm.
When when you smell it, theirs is fresh, doesn't have any smell. Others has this sulfurous smell. It's like going off.
Yeah, that's the packaging process. And if you do take it out, as long as it's been refrigerated properly, if you do take it out and salt it and leave it for about 5 to 10 minutes, it smells normal. That's a packaging process then.
That it might smell normal, but I would get full body hives
she was
when I would
getting-
eat anything from the grocery
Yeah,
store.
she was getting that issue.
So like
Okay,
I
yeah.
physically couldn't.
And that smell.
Yeah, I know, but
the
that's
blood-
just you being genetically weak, Kat.
No, but the smell.
This is the same shit my mom told me.
The smell is the bacteria feeding off of the meat and farting into the air, and you're smelling the farts of the bacteria.
We got it. Whatever.
So-
Everything is rotten in the United States, Damon. You don't understand the level of filth we have.
So
They
it's-
have found fecal matter in 10 different brands of butter. They
Well, I
recalled.
mean, it's right there. So
No. Human.
Well,
Human.
it's still right there.
Human. Let's be specific. It's not the cows.
What? What's up?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, we got to go to bed.
oh yes, we do have to go. Oh,
But
yes.
but
yes.
anyways, good talk, I guess. Not about what we were supposed to talk about, but nonetheless interesting.
We spoke mostly about what you were supposed to talk about.
I guess. And okay, so we were talking today about overconsumption, then we got into internet drama, and then we got into random shit. But I will like have you all know that next week I will be talking about things that I buy that I actually recommend. That is not overconsumption. Yeah.
Keep it clean though, Kat. Nothing battery powered and nothing that's kind of like
Yes. So I'll give you one example of something that I have purchased to stop me from over consuming, and also I
the
find
irony.
is a-
The
is a
irony is
good-
just
the
delicious.
irony- the irony.
The thing that I bought so that I don't buy stuff.
The things that
Only a woman can say that.
No, that's a good one. Things I buy to stop me from buying more stuff.
It's called duct tape. I tape my hands together so I don't buy more shit.
Yes, so this is today's wait, hold on. In summary of today's show, I did not cheat in my dream. Daemon may start at OnlyFans. Yes. So did not do that. Okay. So one thing that I have recently purchased that stops me from purchasing other things is that I only buy 100% pure sterling silverware. Okay. Yeah.
And
Wait,
this
oh,
stops
huh?
you buying other things because you're broke afterwards.
No.
No,
Why don't you tell them
because
how you do it, how you buy it.
so I go to like online auctions and antique stores and stuff like that to get antique, because also like silver is the same no matter like how old it is or what it is. Like it's by weight, it doesn't matter like what it is, which is interesting. But anyways, so I buy silver forks, knives, and spoons
One
that-
at a time.
one at a time for about $100 each.
None of the match.
None of the match, but it doesn't matter. Yes, I do have silver polish and I do polish them. And you have seen me polish silver in this house.
With your mouth, yes.
Stop. Anyway, you're such an asshole. Anyway, so because I am sensitive to nickel, I have switched over.
Racist.
Anyways,
Oh,
So I only use silver because I'm sensitive to nickel. And next week we will be talking about
Stop
nickel
saying
allergies.
it with a hard G. Stop saying it with a hard G. It's a K, cat. It's a K. Nickel.
With 3 Ks. K-
Stop! You guys are so freaking annoying. This is why we can't have a single freaking.
I can't have niggle.
Oh my god, no nickel, no nickel in.
K, cat. Say the K.
This is not funny. I do not.
Enunciate the K.
Okay, guys, can we move on?
I'm helping you so that you
this is
don't get your
not
channel removed.
Okay.
Yes. So I will be giving you guys a stream on avoiding overconsumption by showing you guys expensive silverware that you can replace that cheap trash that you all use.
Get rid of that cheap, trashy nickel.
So
Nobody wants any ghetto kind of nickel silverware. Cutlery.
Okay. Now, if you cannot afford silverware, I have another option for you all. It's called wood.
It's called marrying an Irish guy who's got a pot of gold who can buy it all for you.
No.
It's called gold.
You get wood, Japanese, forks, spoons, and stuff like that, and you can use that, and there's no nickel in it.
What about
I'll
titanium?
have you know. Is titanium
She's still saying it with a G.
nickel-free?
She's still,
I
don't know why.
know if titanium is nickel free.
That's why. Why did you make me buy those pots?
What pot?
We have pots and pans.
They're titanium?
They're titanium.
Oh, then it must be nickel free because we did look
and they're
into
made
that.
in Japan.
Okay, yes.
By hand. You can see the tiny fingerprints.
Okay, stop. Anyways,
It's got indentations.
look, the Japanese also are sensitive to the metal that I spoke about. You retards. Anyways,
Metal
so
starts with an A.
stop. Anyways, so that is why they have a lot of products to compensate. So like they use wood utensils and stuff like that, and they have titanium pots because when you put something acidic in a stainless steel thing, it will release a lot of heavy metals that are toxic. The end.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a long way of saying I'm a sensitive bitch.
Oh
But
my god.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you now still reacting to shit or not?
Definitely not as much. I used to not be able to have probiotics and fermented anything, and I could not have yogurt for the longest time. Now I can eat yogurt.
Why are you putting such a stress on the word?
What's wrong with yogurt?
No, okay, you're just saying it with a lot of extra sauce. But okay, cool.
Does copper have nickel in it?
No. Copper is copper.
It's solid?
Copper is copper.
Copper is literally an element. It's just copper.
Because I had
Copper pipe.
I had a copper cup like to drink water out of.
A chalice.
Yeah.
A cup. Yeah, it did look like a chalice. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was a copper chalice, right? And I would drink from it. And then my doctor said, "Why is your copper sky high? I have never seen copper this high. This is toxic. What are you doing?"
It's not. It should get rid of that doctor. Like, fucking ignore him. It's absolutely fine. You got copper pipes in fucking houses. So if it's going to leach copper, it's going to leach copper. And also, copper is probably one of the better things to drink out of because copper is actually bacteriostatic. Bacteria doesn't grow on it. So yeah, fucking use it.
Well, I threw it away.
Yeah, we could have melted it down and made a
I know.
copper something else.
Look, I bought a stick of copper and a stick of zinc, I think.
Yeah.
Because I saw on TikTok that if you have copper and zinc together and you put it in a humid room,
You get bronze.
it destroys the humidity. Now, I don't know if that's real.
Was the video that was showing you that also talking about like the healing power of pyramids and crystals?
I I think but okay, look, the second part of the video was you had to make a machine to plug those things into. I skipped that and said, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the metals and put
You
it
need
in the
machine
bathroom.
to create an electrical field.
It
I would
seemed
assume.
too
I don't know what the fuck it
complicated.
is.
It seemed too complicated. And I was like, and they were talking about how, like, when you get fungal infections in your plants, the gardeners would get a stick of copper and a stick of some type of zinc or something, and they would stick it in the earth,
There's
and it would get
moisture.
rid of all the fungal infections in all the plants for like a certain radius. So I was like, I'm just going to stick these two things next to each other
In your
in my
bedroom?
bathroom, and
Oh.
then maybe mold will never go into the bathroom. That was my master plan.
No.
I think it works better if
There's
your
so many
bathroom
problems
was in
with that.
dirt.
The earth has a electrical field. So you've
So
got
I need an
electricity.
electrical field to
There's
charge them,
moisture.
is what you're saying.
You would need moisture for conductivity. You need electricity. I don't know the whole thing, but I'm just assuming you would need those two things, conductivity and electricity. And just putting it in the air is not enough.
Look, nobody
Well, I mean,
knows
if
how
you-
science
if you-
works.
I no. I think that if you're talking about like those are called like desiccant effects, like where you remove like humidity. Those things, yeah, normally you'd want to have a charge going through there because you're going to have like, you know, the way the H2O is going to kind of bind because of what?
H.
You say H.
Well, yeah. But
H.
no, they use that in certain electronics. You'll have like usually there's a watch brand that did it. I think it was called Sin. If you look up Sin watches, they've got these things where basically they've got like a little titanium kind of like a capsule that's filled with copper sulfate, and it basically pulls moisture out of the air inside the case, so it keeps all of the components dry, and it means that like the watch doesn't fog up. So if you look up that, there's also some phones that do something similar like that.
Daemon, that's too complicated. Is there something I can do myself?
Well, like, yeah, just look up how you can do. Well, it's similar. It's very similar to those things. You know, you can buy like they usually look like God, what's the word I'm looking for? You can buy those things that basically it's a chemical formula that just absorbs moisture, like any kind of desiccants. Like somebody put here, like the things in the food packets, yeah. But titanium and copper could do the same thing. Like if you use copper sulfate in a titanium holder, it's going to basically just absorb moisture.
Sweet. Go make that for me.
Anesthetic machines use them as well. Like you constantly have to dry them out because they absorb like moisture that's in circuits. But
we have like several dehumidifiers in the house because we live in like Florida, which is basically a swamp. Like human beings should not live in this environment. It is
well,
not
see, that's
suitable.
the thing. Those, like, if you want that kind of bulk air dehumidification, those, I don't think those metals are going to work because you're just not going to have enough of it. The amount of copper and titanium you're going to need is going to be
like
huge.
the whole house.
No,
yeah,
well,
but you can buy those. You can buy those ones. They basically look like a block of concrete, but they're not heavy. But it's like a chalky kind of substance, and it's usually two different components put together, like a blue one and a white one, let's say. And then all of a sudden, the more moisture they absorb, you see it getting kind of like softer and softer and softer, and it starts crumbling away.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of dehumidifiers that you can buy, which are like chemical based, rather than like an air conditioner that's also a dehumidifier.
Yeah, I think, this is true. The real issue is that we live in cardboard boxes. We're supposed to be living in caves. Okay, fine. Stone, brick, and masonry. Yes. AKA a cave. Yeah, because like we have, what is it? Like a thin layer of concrete, right?
No, we have a block.
We have concrete,
It's a thick
hollow
block.
concrete
Yeah,
blocks,
that's fine.
hollow concrete blocks with some like plaster on the outside,
Plaster on the outside.
and then inside.
Well,
Is there any?
It's,
There's like some shitty
it's not
insulation.
plaster, it's
Stucco. Yeah,
stucco.
and the inside is like paper.
Yeah.
It's paper.
It's
The inside is paper, guys.
It's
And we all know concrete absorbs water. So if it's wet for long enough, it goes all
that
the
concrete
way
dries
in.
out fast.
It doesn't matter. It depends on how long it's wet.
No, I've
Never do a podcast or live stream with boys. God.
Steve is basically saying he's so sexy he's making his house wet. But
That's
God.
right. And then I start drilling.
there you go.
Oh my gosh.
You got to get it wet before you drill it.
Okay. Anyways, so like pretty much all homes in America are paper mache. The good thing about Florida is we do have metal studs, right?
Yes, we have metal studs.
That is the top quality in the United States, which is known for the worst construction on earth. Like nobody does houses shittier than us. We're the best.
Whoa, Africa. What?
Stop! Their new modern houses are way stronger than ours. They can handle earthquakes and floods for specific amounts of days. Ours cannot handle a flood for, I think it's like what, an hour?
It depends on who's being bribed, and if they were not bribed enough, they will
Stop.
not be built well enough. The corruption is very strong.
Anyways, yeah, we live in paper houses. And I do know when we were in this very nice, tall building condo, a very tall, brand new, modern condo. It was made so cheaply. The outside walls were very strong. You couldn't hear anything. And there was hurricane windows, all that stuff. When you close the window, door, whatever, you couldn't hear anything outside. And of course, there's planes that go right by the buildings. There's streetcars and traffic and highways and all that stuff right by the building, running around the building. But you didn't hear anything. But they saved the cheapness for inside because you could hear the neighbor's fork hit their plate and take it to their mouth. And everything they said on the phone, you knew. You heard it like they were saying it to you.
Passing
gas.
Two dudes going at it.
We had a dude that was into other dudes that lived next door. And one time, Stephen went to work. I was gonna work in like a little bit, but like I got woken up by two dudes going at it. And I have never heard anything so scary before. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with you guys.
Can you describe it to us?
Okay, so it sounded like two beasts grunting at each other, like violently grunting at each other.
Did it sound like it was consensual?
Huh?
Did it sound like it was consensual?
It was definitely consensual, but like,
or just like hate fucking kind of
no.
like.
They were both very happy with this, but for me,
well, you said it sounded like it was aggressive. How do you know they sounded like they were happy if they were aggressive?
Because
how do you know it wasn't like it? No, but how do you know it wasn't like a relationship where maybe they weren't happy? There was a lot of problems. It was like a really bad relationship, and they just kind of took it out on each other when they were fucking.
They didn't have a relationship, Daemon. Come on.
What? Why? Because they're gay. Gays can't have relationships.
Like a grinder thing.
Homophobe.
It was a grinder hookup. They met. They talked a few minutes, and then they started grunting on each other.
Yeah,
And
so
it
maybe there
was
was just like no
boring.
respect there. They were just like, oh God, you catfished me, but I'm desperate anyway. Let's just do it. And they just hate fucked each other.
I mean, look, whatever you want to call it, I was traumatized.
Okay.
You can never like unhear
Grunties.
the sound of two men doing it. Like you'll never like get those.
I gotta say, I didn't know the cat was this homophobic. I don't condone
just
that.
don't want to
These
hear
aren't
it.
our thoughts. Steve and I do not feel
How
this
dare
way
you.
about the community, especially in this month, especially in whatever butt fuckers month of the year.
Oh my God.
But so we're with you guys. We're allies. Cat obviously just Cat hates your guts. But
Wow.
yeah.
Being called
But no.
misandrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I just don't respect men, apparently. It's like,
Cat does. You
but
don't.
I
We
do
see how you treat
appreciate-
Steve.
Look, I do appreciate how you guys tone it down when you sleep with women and that we don't have to see that side. Because that is
Yeah, because we like to
traumatic.
try and teach you how to be quiet. And we like to lead by example.
These
So-
guys were not quiet, let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh God.
Maybe they were tiling a bathroom.
They were not tiling a bathroom.
Maybe they were building some shit from IKEA.
Yeah, it's possible. And all this
It
time
wasn't
we
a
come to
grinder hookup. It was the delivery dude from IKEA who comes over and helps assemble it with you.
And you hear this.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't make
Smacking.
that.
But that was actually them putting together an IKEA bookcase.
No.
I've done
Okay,
that
look.
before.
This is the other thing. Our beds were back to back with the paper thin wall between us, right?
Did they fuck their way through your wall? Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh, the other thing was the wall was shaking, Daemon. Yes.
That's amazing. It would be hilarious if in the middle of the night these two fat, sweaty gay dudes just fell
Daemon,
through
how
your
dare you.
wall.
They were not overweight. They were hot, fit, muscular, attractive men.
So you're saying
So Steve, earlier on she's telling you about how she's dreaming about being married. So she tells you earlier how she was dreaming about being married to Teriak, and now she's like gooning over two fucking gay dudes who are apparently like so hot and fit. Dude,
She's forgotten about it. She's still
yeah, you need to make her pay for this, Steve. That's all I'm saying.
She's just trying to rub it in that she wasn't excited.
Oh my God. Jesus, you guys. Well, apparently nobody else has been traumatized, and that's fine. Look, I'm sure if it was any of you waking up that way, you would have been smiling ear to ear and calling your mother and saying what a beautiful day it is to be alive. But, it was a little different for me. It was the first
Why are
time
you
I
trying
heard
to talk like a female version of Donald Trump?
I was thinking Cartman, but okay.
Beautiful day. Woke up. Two gay guys just fucking jackhammering against a wall. Beautiful wall. Big wall. Mexicans built it.
It's another beautiful day in America. The gays are having their good time next door. You can hear them enjoying being free.
Enjoying being free.
God.
Don't you know?
Oh my God.
We're not arresting them anymore.
All
Not
of them
since
gay.
1967.
So canceled. It's not fair that Trump can talk like this. Why can't we?
I know. I love the fags.
Funny thing.
Do you guys remember when we could just roast everyone like freely?
Yes, spit roast them.
Stop.
Oh, the Wild
Stop.
West days of the internet. Fucking amazing.
What?
The Wild West days of the internet.
Man, let me tell you
Brilliant.
something. Have you guys ever been to something called the dark web?
No.
Not the
No,
bad
we're not
parts
going
of it.
there.
There's
Oh,
fun
really?
parts
There's
too.
Fun parts.
There's fun parts. Right? What?
I mean, I get you a strike when I make a suggestion of how we can use technology to end grooming gangs, but you just want to talk about the dark web. Go ahead.
Okay. So look,
I don't see how this can end badly.
Stop. Back in the day on the so-called dark web, you could look up how to cure different cancers. It was just up on there.
And it was true, right?
And it was 100% true.
Okay.
Everything on the dark web is 100% true, Daemon. You know this.
Because it's dark.
Yeah.
And the darkness doesn't lie.
Them darkness don't lie.
Don't say stuff like
I
that.
said
This
darkness.
is why
I
we
said
get
darkness.
in trouble. You can't make jokes anymore.
Somalia.
Well, you notice they don't say it's a white web.
Well,
Not the white web.
She's talking about the Somalian interwebs.
gosh. Anyways. Oh, you know they're going to take anonymity away from the internet, your phone.
They already have it.
No, but like now when you want it, you can't get, what are those phones where you get like a new phone number?
Burner.
Yeah, you can't get burner phones anymore. They're making laws so that your phone number is tied to you and it goes with you wherever. It's going to be like your social security number. So like if somebody's stalking you and you want to start a new life, you can't.
Well, yeah. The solution to that is to just steal somebody else's phone.
Oh, also the dark web, you can steal somebody else's identity. No. Like they will sell their identity and their life and you just swap lives with them.
Yeah.
You could do that.
And then you realize who you swapped your life with.
Yeah, I mean,
Afterwards.
It's definitely not a good idea. I do not recommend it. But like, you know, if you get bored. What?
I hope you guys have got a plan. Like I was talking about this with Teriak. We all have plans. There's a line in the sand for me where I know that once society's reached that critical threshold,
Where are you
for
going?
me, I'm not following the law anymore.
Okay.
Like that's when I'm like, I feel completely justified according to my internal moral compass of when I'm completely, for me, it's valid and it's okay and it's completely justifiable for me to decide I'm not following the law anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So when we reach a certain point, I'm just like, okay, well, fuck you, society.
You haven't reached that already?
No, I'm still playing by the rules.
The average American commits 12 felonies.
Oh, no. My parents taught me well. They told me if you're going to break the law, if you're going to do something, if you're going to steal, don't risk getting caught for stealing a chocolate bar. Rob a fucking bank. Like, you do it big. So that like the risk reward has to be in that kind of
Your
level where you know.
Literally said, don't commit small petty crimes. Go for the big one, son.
And I was a kid. I was still going to primary. No, I was still going to primary school. I was in the early years of primary school. I was like, I can't remember how old. I was about 6 or 7. So they were just like, because my friend got in trouble. I remember this. My friend got in trouble, and he had to go to the headmistress office because there was like a little shop next to our school that had sweets, and he stole some sweets. So, like, the teacher took him to the school and told the teacher what had happened, and we had like an assembly where they were talking about this, and my mum was just like looking at like as judgy as you can possibly be, looking at this kid's mum, being like, okay, she raised a fucking failure. And she ended up telling me like not to hang around with that kid anymore. And I was like, but why? You know, he's my mate. And he's like, no, he's a fucking idiot. And like, I remember my dad thinking like, no, he's just a bad influence. He's not an idiot. Like, no, he's not an idiot. What he did was wrong. It's like, it's against the law. And I was like, no, look, if you're going to steal, don't steal something little like that, because if you get caught, you got caught for something stupid. If you're going to steal, like, you need to steal something big. And I think her logic was, he's never going to rob a bank. But when I was older, I was like, I spent those years from when I was like a 5-year-old up until today, pretty much thinking, when I do decide like, fuck society, you know, I need a good plan to rob a bank. And I've had like now, fortunately, nearly 40 years to think about one. So yeah, like I'm not going to get caught for doing stupid shit. Like if you're going to rob one time so that you never have to rob shit again. You know, same thing if you're going to delete someone. Delete somebody that's worth deleting, that's going to improve your life.
No, I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna.
I'm
Die.
not saying do it.
Who
I'm
cares?
not saying do it. I'm saying if you're that way
Daemon, really,
inclined.
like once everything is digital tracking, digital currency, you know, they're gonna know where all the money comes and goes. There's gonna be no money in vaults. It's like it's too late. Like just
There is now though.
give up. Just lay down.
Cat.
Let
All of
the
those
water
people in
wash
power.
over you and take
All of
you out
those
to
people in
sea.
power.
It's too late. Let them have this trash.
Let me tell you one thing. So that when the end times come and we're all out in the streets, like at each other's throats. No, I'm talking about when you're at war. When I'm talking about you're at war, I'm talking about out in the streets, you see people ending other people. But when that happens, you're going to have some idiots who are going to be like, I'm going to rob a store. I'm going to rob a Nike town. I'm going to rob a bank.
So you're saying become friends with them?
No, I'm saying, I'm saying, no, that's not where it's going to be. And like how you said, like, you know, there's not going to be money in banks. There is money in banks. There won't be then. There won't be at that point. When society gets to that level.
Okay, boys.
The wealthy people.
This is not endorsed by me. Daemon is telling you to do this. I am not telling you
I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying what is going to happen. When we're at the point. When we're at the point where
nobody's going to care. It's too late anyways.
Are you telling me that like when it's like fucking apocalypse level shit and everyone's at each other's
help
throats?
Them board all of Elon's, you know, flying toys and shoot them all to the moon. We'll fix things when they're all gone.
This is why you don't listen to women.
What? Just send them to space.
There you have it, guys. That's going to be what fixes everything. Sends the rich people to space.
Send them to space. Tell them it's really huge. It's got beautiful views, spectacular, floor to ceiling, windows of planets spinning around. They're going to be like, wow, I got to be there. It's the best. And we shoot them up. No more problems.
There's way simpler ways of fixing this.
Oh. My spaceship, you robbing a bank. I don't know. I feel like we're both.
No, I'm not saying you rob. No, I'm not saying you rob a bank. I'm saying when it gets to that point, banks are going to be empty. Before we know there's a problem, the rich people are going to know there's a problem. The elites are going to know that there's a problem. And they're going to withdraw all of their assets and they're going to put it into something like you're going to have people who literally have
assets worth having. They just need to go to space.
No, there is going to be assets. Look, you're always going to have something to trade in wherever the fuck you go. You're going to have certain things that are of value, and that's what they're going to put their money into. They're going to have something they can carry with them that's worth some shit. Okay, and that's the way society's always operated. People did that when you had like the people that we can't name when they were going abroad. They were carrying those assets on themselves. So. You're going to have that. You're still going to have that. When the world gets rebuilt, there's still going to be certain things where people are like, oh, this shit is precious. We need that. And that's what they're going to put their money in. And they're going to keep it near them in their house where they think they're safe. So, that's where you go. You need to know like where these people are, where they live. Because when everyone's at each other's throats, you're going to need to be able to claim that.
Don't worry about it. There's nothing that we can do, and it is insane to think any of us can do anything. And I get really pissed off when people are like, you guys didn't do anything when you had the chance. It's like, nobody had the chance. There was nothing that anybody could do. So let's just realize that we don't have any choices or chances.
You do okay. Look, there's two ways that you can fix it. The first way is you can do is like eventually, if enough of the people declare that we're at war, then we're at war.
We can't change other people, and
No,
anyone
but okay. In
organized
America,
people
I don't think
is
in America,
gone.
I don't think the situation is this bad at the moment. I don't think the situation in America is as bad as it is in Europe.
People are comfortable enough. Enough people are comfortable enough that they will not do anything. And if they instill something like communism, the great pull of communism is the most losery people can go to the party and say, this successful person is against you. And the party gives the loser everything that person owns. So that's why there is nothing that can be done. You can leave, but our options are other countries. And that's it, because we can't really afford to go to another planet because we're just regular people. Oh, we have to go. Anyways, everybody have a lovely time on Earth because we don't know how long we have. But, just have fun. And remember, everything is just a joke and it's just for fun. And this is like a chaos live stream. It doesn't mean anything. Don't look into it. And yeah. And no opinions are based on real people or situations or real life conditions. Yeah. Anyways, have a lovely weekend, you guys. See you next time. Bye.
The carbon they want to reduce is you and everyone you love. Stop acting like you have no clue. Pretending won't save you. Put on your red shoes.